Morning, ma'am. No, I can hear you.
Am I audible?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Am I audible now?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Am I audible?
Yes.
So good morning, everyone. So today, not good morning, in fact, good afternoon, everyone. I'm joining from home today, requesting everyone to please keep joining in so that we can start on time. So good morning, everyone. This is the second day of the workshop on digital media marketing. And yesterday was a very good experience. I received a lot of positive feedback from those who had attended the workshop. And thank you, everyone, for having the patience to listen. Since we are already in the non-COVID zone, so this is another thing that, again, going to online and attending and amidst all our work and exam duty, classes, your regular work you've been attending, and listening to all the lectures. Thank you so much. So today I'll just brief the lectures that we have from is Mr. Devran Bhadra, and who's a seasoned sales professional. And he's worked with companies like Ken Technology, HSBC, Goodyear Tires, Times Group, and Just Dial. And he'll be talking more on the AI. And then we have Professor Sekat Maiti, who's our very own Maiti sir. And he is ever active, always bang on, doing all kind of work related to new media. And AI is something that me and Sekat sir are planning to work detailed on. So I thought this is the perfect platform where he should address the audience and share his little work that he's done. And of course, I'm sure that whatever he's going to share is going to be very valuable. So he is a professor at Sister Nivedita University with so many tags with him, and he has done wonders in his career. And we hope that this brings more value to our students, faculty, and entrepreneurs. Then after that, we have Mr. Anirban Mitra, who's the HOD of the CSE department of Sister Nivedita University. Very vibrant, full of energy, very popular, and with students. And he's had a very good academic as well as beyond academic career. And I know personally that he's been working on this lecture for almost 4 days, and every day he calls me and he tells me that, ma'am, do you think they are going to like this? So I think he has take this as a challenge. And thank you so much for all the cooperation, especially to Sekat Maiti sir and Anirban Mitra for actually uh, helping me out in conducting this workshop, because at the end of the day, it's all about teamwork. So thank you so much. So that would be Mr. Anirban Mitra. And he would be giving lecture as a CSC professor. So he would be based more on digital media and AI in some sense. And then we have Sadia Azim. Saadia Azim is the first PhD scholar of Sister Nivedita University. Saadia has been a journalist. Then she was with the consulate. Now she is with the West Bengal government. So she's had a very long, fruitful, and career. Very good friend of mine. I thought that I just pitched her name last moment because I thought she's done lot of work on media literacy, data handling, and cyber security. So I thought that, and of course, policy making and policy advocacy, which is a strength area. So I thought this is a she's going to add value to the session. And then at the end is our very own Namashish Sharma, who's assistant professor with the Department of Sister Nivedita University with the Department of Mass Communication. So he would be taking the evaluation. And I'm sure you're going to hate him for that. And he's going to hate me also because he's been telling me that what happens if, they don't score well. So I said, I trust my audience who's been attending this. And I'm sure you will excel in the evaluation. So this is all from my end. And the first session is of Mr. Debran Bhadra.
Hey, hi.
Sir, are you there?
Yeah, hi, Minal ma'am. Thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to talk about AI and how we are working in the market, and also like looking into the audience. I see a lot of students, so it will be a good
Yes.
learning curve for them as well. How the
Our
product is.
pleasure. Our
Yeah,
pleasure.
yeah. Sure, ma'am.
So I would just give a warm welcome to all of you from our Chancellor, Sri Satyam Roy Chaudhary, our Vice Chancellor, Sri Dhrubajoti Chattopadhyay, and our Registrar, Mr. Shuman Chatterjee, and all the professors with Sister Nivedita University. It's a great opportunity for all of us. In fact, all of us are learning AI and digital media. So whoever says it or I know it all
Right.
is not the truth, because with time we are all learning. And I am very excited. I want to learn. Even at this stage of my life, I think I'm learning and I want to learn further. So over to you, Debran sir, and I'll be
Right.
there
Sure.
listening to you online. Thank you so much.
Absolutely, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. So I will be just sharing my screen. Just one second. Can you guys see my screen?
No, sir, it's not visible.
Okay, just one second. Is it now visible?
No, sir.
Yes, it's visible. It's visible.
It's visible, right? Right.
I can see
So
you, but I'm unable to see your screen.
screen you are not be able to see. I don't know.
Okay.
So I'm sharing it. I don't know why it's not showing this.
Anyone there, Namashish or Rishi? If you could just help Debran.
You're able to see the screen, ma'am. I'm just checking out once more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
So you can see the first page of the slide. Is it visible to you guys?
No.
No,
Sir,
it's a black screen.
black.
Okay. I am sharing it from my end. It's showing it this way. I think, is there any access that you need to give me or anything as such?
The access has been granted.
Okay. Okay, let
Or
me.
you can do one thing quickly. You can mail them and they'll share it if that's a problem.
Okay, I can do that. Just give me one moment. So it's showing me your screen can be shared only by the host or the co-host. I think that's the error I'm getting. Is that correct? So Rishi, should I share it with you? Will that be
Or
okay?
you can, Rishi, make him the co-host. Make all the speakers co-host because everybody would be having a presentation.
You can try once now.
Yeah,
Get it
sure.
hearing
Yeah,
now.
yeah, I will again try it again. Sure. Is it visible now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So guys, good morning and thank you for joining us in the moment to discuss about enterprise AI assistant, marketing AI assistant, and how it actually we are working in the real market where we are working with these small, medium-sized businesses. And definitely for the major, I will say for the major industry, the product is already being there for a long time, but the usage is of different cases, right? So few things before I go ahead, I just want to tell you before the company on the product basis. So on the when we talk about AI automation or we see the interface of a AI product, right? That is a conversational AI or a chatbot interface that we mostly see into the market currently. So when you go to the Chat GPT bot as well, it's more of like a chatbot where you ask questions and you get a response from the bot according to the questions you have asked. So in the bot segment, right, there are two kinds of bot, or I will say two kind of interfaces that we seen at this point of time. One, I will say, one is the LLM level bots that we have, and another is, I will say, the rule-based level bots that is pretty much available in the market, and it fits as per the industry. So today in the platform, I'm sure I was going through the meeting discussion, like the workshop video yesterday as well. So I see people have been discussing on the LLM level bots, which is the large language level bots. So in those cases, obviously there are multiple challenges which has to be fixed in the market when it goes to the real time scenario, right? So because for the LLM level bots, like if you have to create a LLM bot, you need a multiple level of documents that need to be feeded to the bot, or the bot should have a training or a understanding over a period of time to understand. So it's like, how will I say, if a fresher joined to a company and does not know anything about the product, he need a training of maybe 2 3 months or 6 months according to the product and how the capabilities are. So, and if I put on a person who is on a more on a lower profile, but he can answer and have a Hawkeye view of all the topics that the company provides or the solution provides. So that can be resolved by the bots, which are, I will say, NLP powered, rule based bots in that cases. Okay. So the currently how the medium and or large, I will also say medium, large and small businesses are more reaching out to and more accessible to them is like the rule based bot where it is more helpful to give a clear answers to the questions that has been asked. Okay. So just to give you a demonstration of the company, so our company name is Scanny.ai, and we create enterprise AI assistant platform for all the segments of business. Mostly the segments that we are catering to right now, I will say we are working with one of the major builders or education industries across India, right? We are working like brands like Brigade or Merlin Group in Kolkata. There are multiple real estate houses who are using our AI platform. There are education platforms like Vidya Mandir classes, DY Patil Institute, Dr. Batras in hospitals. So the reason why these companies are using is because the to catered to the problem statement. Okay. And if somebody is coming onto their digital platform, how they can answer to it, we are resolving it from there. And I will tell you from the next slides as well. So on the product specific front, on candidate basis, we are creating AI agents and AI platforms or chatbots, I will say. We also have a service desk support where you can get multiple reports on it. So if anybody who is coming onto your platform, or if you're doing any campaign, I will talk about in everything. So there you get multiple reports that can be generated through the bot itself, right? And then we have campaign managers. So multiple things can be done, I will say, over the AI automation. So why is AI transformation is required, right? To stay ahead of the curve, obviously that is depend, because everybody is adopting to the new technology and everybody want a prompt response. So anybody who is coming onto your platform, it can be a digital platform, your website, your Facebook pages, your Instagram pages, anybody who is coming there, a person or a AI assistant should be there for every company as the market is growing, to give a prompt answer to them about your product. So you go into your website day in, day out, or the clients go into their website day in, day out. When a person is coming for the first time to a website, if a AI assistant is there, that definitely makes an impact, right? Because the customer, the personalized experience, everybody wants a personalized experience and everybody wants the information at a single point of time. So this is what the trend is going across India, that everybody wants an information on their tip of their hand, whether they are going to a website also for the first time, that is that has to be there. Connected ecosystem, obviously, like, on the marketing AI front, I'm sure you can connect. So if you're doing any digital ads, people are coming onto your website, then there are multiple tools which are being used by the company, starting from the CRM. So everything with the integration can be connected and can be done through the automation. Okay. So streamlining the process, inefficiencies and productivity, everything in this world today can be addressed on the AI platform. So on a platform basis transformation with Connect, we with our AI assistant, we can support the marketing team, we can support the sales team, the support team, the operations team, and also it can help with the HR. And in every segment, I will go and tell you how we are helping them. And definitely a co-pilot is definitely required. So for every company, there are multiple standard operating plans, right? Like a company works this way. If a company representative is talking to someone, right, on the marketing front or on the support front, they should have a complete knowledge of the company, what they are offering or what are the services they are offering, right? So if a co-pilot is in place, so if a guy who is working in a customer service executive, right, a co-pilot is there, he can definitely ask all the questions that has been asked by the company, understand and just talk to the customer. So is you don't have to mug up things anymore. You don't have to search for the questions or the answers anymore. So a bot can be installed on your computer, like on your system, on your in-house purposes as well, and also on the outer purposes as well. If people are coming onto the platform, they can also interact with them as well. So I hope I'm not going very fast. And if you have any question, you can always stop me and ask me if you have any doubt. Okay.
Yeah, please, whoever is attending, also the chat box is there. So if you want any questions to be addressed, please write it there. And Rishi, in between, if you want, you can just address the questions to
Yeah,
uh,
sure.
Debran. Yeah.
Right. So thank you so much, ma'am. So on the marketing AI automation front, right, we are doing multiple things. So on the marketing front, now everybody will be aware that SEO is definitely required to promote a brand on the digital platform, right? This was definitely there. Now more companies are coming in, because to do an SEO or to take your website to that credibility, right, it will take some time. It needs a lot of hard work. So there is parallel product for Google, and so they are what they are doing is they are giving Google ads. So suppose if you are a builder or education or any segment of business, you want people to be aware of your product. So to do a SEO or to make your website to that credibility takes a long time. You create a Google ad and you start posting ads on your website. So you will see for multiple companies when they are doing Google ads, right? They get a lot of responses on their website. So if you put a single number or if you put just a WhatsApp for any customer, suppose you are doing a Google ad and 20,000 people are coming onto your platform, right? So for any sales team or any executive team, it is impossible to handle so many clients at a single point of time. It can be any segment of business, right? So there comes the AI automation or AI chatbots. where it can cater to 20 to 30,000 or maybe 4 lakh to 5 lakh customer depending upon the bot capability, and it can answer to everyone on a personalized basis. And that the bot, so now you will say the how a personalized basis answers can be. So depending on the questions what they are asking to the bot can understand, and they will reply back to those customers. If they are doing it on their platform website also, definitely that is well and good. If they are doing it on WhatsApp platform also, that can also be done today at this point of time, where maybe you do a broadcast message to maybe 30,000 people. You are running a campaign. Suppose you are running in any business, you want to launch a business, right? You do a blasting of WhatsApp messages to 50,000 customers at a single point of time. So suppose you believe 10% of the people start replying back to your WhatsApp campaign like, okay, I'm interested, I want to know more about your product. As I was telling, for any sales team or for any company, it is impossible to cater those 10,000 customers at a single point of time. So that can be achieved in today's world, that a customer can be on their toes, and the bot can interact with all of them. And from that 20, maybe that 5,000 leads which came in, it can stream down to 500 leads, which can be segregatedly passed on to the sales team. So those things, that initial filtration, initial discussions can be done. Okay. So this is what I was telling you on the initial slide as well. 1 second. Yeah. So if there is the low lead capture that has been seen across the channels once, where there is not an AI automation is not there, or a AI bot is not there. So for most of the websites that you see in today's world, everybody has a number which has given or a mail ID. But you see the understanding and the psychology of the Indian market on real time, right? Companies like Swiggy, Instamart, or Blinkit are taking over or more orders than Amazon or Flipkart, because they are starting selling the product at a single point of time. In 20 minutes, in 15 minutes, people are getting the product what they are desiring for. So that is you have to understand the cultural, I will say, thought process, which is coming to the new generation. They want everything at a tip of their hand. So if I am looking for a product, if I am looking for a course, or if I am looking for any solution or any service that is required from my end, if I go to that company, right, and I don't see anybody who I can interact with, or if I call, I land up in a long IBR, that those days are going behind. You need somebody who should be there 24 into 7 to cater to all your inquiries, whether it's a marketing inquiry, whether it's a service related inquiry. So any inquiries can be resolved by the AI automation. Okay. So as I was telling, the bots that we are creating is not only capable of sitting on your website, it can sit on your WhatsApp, it can sit on your Facebook, and it can sit on your Instagrams as well. So people who are planning like, okay, I want to open up an Instagram channel in future, suppose, and you have like a huge number of followers and you get a lot of message, to build each followers, or to be built for a company, for an individual, for anyone, to build that platform where so many people are coming, uh, to your channels, to your website, to your pages, how you will cater to them accordingly. So those things definitely are in place. So if you see how the whole thing works in total, right? So once we are there on all the platforms, whether it's your website, Instagram, Facebook, it can be the bot will engage with the customers, right? It will interact with them, and it will try to take out the, I will say, the positive leads or the right connect for them. And then the people who are not responding back in the marketing campaign, you reach out to so many people, right? Maybe on a sales front, people do so many cold calls. So now if somebody is graduating, doing an MBA, coming to job in the marketing or sales perspective, if I tell them to just call on random numbers, those days are again gone, because you have so much credibility, you have so much good understanding of the product. You don't need to waste your time on that. Let the AI do that. Let the AI get all the qualified people or data for you. And from there, you can start your business from that aspect. That can also be done. So, yeah. So on the support AI automation also, I will say multiple ticketing systems can be automated. Self-service portals can be answered. So like you go for a customer service, right? You either land up in a queue with a chat, you're chatting with someone. So if you go and use in Swiggy, Swiggy has at least done it to some extent. Obviously, they're not using our product, but they are using a similar kind of product. You see the initial conversation that you do is with a bot. Till the time of it can also make a refund for you as well. So it's taking important decisions, and AI is already there. Definitely the buzzword, the concept, we are reliving it and we are seeing it tangible because we can do multiple activities with it. But in the business segment industry, in the B2B industry, it's almost 4 5 years. The AI is already in place where we are working on the AI, and maybe we are not aware that it's doing it that way. So AI is already there in the market, and obviously OpenAI has bring it to a next level, and those implications can also be seen in future time. So I will just put up an example. Uh, when refrigerator was invented, right? So everybody thought, wow, it can cool things, the refrigerator. But more than a refrigerator company made money, you will see companies like Coca-Cola, right, who grabbed that opportunity. There are companies on the food segment or other segments. So those companies are way much more bigger, right? If you see the person who has invented, definitely on the computer part, so bigger than Microsoft, Facebook is going above today. But if the computer did not exist, or the internet or the Windows, can Facebook thrive to that level? So AI will also work in the market space that way. AI will be a channel. Basis on that, other companies will flourish and jump towards their business. So like catering to small problems like support system, it can cater to the operations. So loan assistant, payment collections, I'm sure, if you are aware in the market, you do get multiple calls like, are you looking for a loan? Or if you have a loan, do you get reminders or calls from people? So those things will go out of the blue. If you have conveyed your information to the company that, okay, I will make the payment after 15 days, or right now I'm not looking for a loan, those information will be stored. You will not get any further calls or not get any random calls from the unknown numbers where you have to pick up. So day by day, as the automation or AI is coming into picture, obviously there are multiple rules and regulations which need to be set, and I'm sure across the world all the companies are working on it. But the initially our life will be get much more relaxed and efficient in that way, I will say, once AI is in the picture, right? While I was talking about the marketing front and also on the sales front, on the recruitment industry also it can work. So if you see on LinkedIn, on other platforms, AI is working. So it's not that the recruiter who will go and search in Naukri and download 10,000 resumes and go to them each one by one. So now there are AI tools which can pull out the exact candidate when they are recruiting on the industry, or like when you guys also go for, for your first job or your first interviews, you can be clear, understand that those, if companies are using AI, definitely they have already have a very good knowledge of your experience from your resume, from your LinkedIn profile. So to all the students, I will say, definitely go and create a LinkedIn profile, because that is something that everybody is leveraging at this point of time. Whether you are a student, you are pursuing your MBA, pursuing your degrees, you should have that platform, you should have that digital presence, because AI will work it that way. It will scan across all the platforms and try to pull out the gems or the candidates for the companies, and that's how you land up in a job opportunity. That's how it will be happening. Obviously on the HR part also, once you're there in the company, starting from onboarding process. So when you do a onboarding, right, we are also aware, we send a lot of documents, we sign a lot of papers. So that those things, and there will be two persons who will be running across the rooms. If you are a fresher, or if you have been to those platforms, you will understand, when there is a mass hiring, multiple documents, multiple processes, so those things will get streamlined. Obviously, it's in a single portal. You can update, and from those documents, the autofills will take and fill up the forms for you as well. You don't have to manually go and write it over there. So those things will also be taken care. And obviously, on the HR part, there are multiple questions about the company, or what are the leave balance, or multiple things. I know those things can be seen in different tools at this point of time, but in give it 2 3 years in a single point of time, it will be just on your mobile, and from one click you can do everything. starting from downloading your pay slips. You don't have to go to the calendar and search for the month. You will just write it that I want a pay slip for 2022 for the month of July. You will get it immediately, right? These are the holiday lists. So whichever things, anything which is repetitive, and like you have done it today, again you have to do it tomorrow, again you have to do it the day other. Those repetitive tasks will be gone out of the market. Those things you can take it in a positive way. Our job will be obviously initially, like when calculator was came into the market, people thought like, okay, what will happen, like who will do the calculations? We used to do it over our head. When computer came along, people think that a lot of job will be gone and computer will replace us. Same people are talking about AI, but that will not be. So our pattern of our style of working will change, and obviously you have to upskill yourself to fit in the market. So if in the computer era, when the computer era was coming in, you said like, okay, no, I will not learn. So then you will fall behind. So just it's like the questions you ask, that will be the most important thing in the future. It's not what answer you have, because answers is across the platform. The AI can search and give you the answer. The right questions, those things will make a difference in the future, I will say. And definitely I will also talk about co-pilots in between. So for many companies, Amazon or I know multiple companies who are using a big level co-pilot, where just a 15 days training and the employee can sit on the floor and answer. So I'm talking in a point of on small roles, like maybe a customer service executive, right? So for those people, they will not give any wrong information. That is one. Suppose you are sending a mail to any of the platforms or to Amazon or any, I'm just taking random names. You wait for them. They will revert to you in 24 days. And when the executive, when you land over there, right, you know that you have to reply to 200 mails, which is like, obviously it will take time. The productivity will be down. Multiple things will happen. Not everybody is to work in a full-fledged good mood every day. There will be delay and the whole cycle gets delayed. So with the help of co-pilots, those 200 mails, if it does not require some massive input, the mails can be read by the AI assistant, and it can reply to those customers accordingly. So those things can also come into picture, where you only have to focus on the first template that you create for the AI. Or maybe you have to read all those mails, but you don't have to physically write and send it to each and every one. Just to understand that what you have written, what the AI has written, and it will give you a list of maybe 200 or 300 mails at a single point of time. So those things are also in work, and obviously we are helping multiple companies on these things that I'm talking about. Obviously, as I was telling with the Connect platform, as I was telling, our omni-channel deployment, we can sit on the web, WhatsApp, Facebook. Few ecosystem we are creating: AI agents, campaign managers, CRM. So all these are based on the artificial intelligence, I will say, on the platform, where you give us the information and we create a solution for you, which aligns with your company. So those things are also there. ChatGPT integration we are doing. I know with ChatGPT, it's a big word and the big buzz with the LLM bots, but on the real time phase, when we are working with companies in India and on to small size business or medium sized businesses, we are working. So the challenge is that they are not being able to give the correct or the specified answers, right? With the LLM bots, it hallucinates a lot. Your input is also very important. If I go to OpenAI also and tell them like, I want a LLM level bot which can answer all the questions across my product. To give that level of bot, we need a good amount of time of training, right? And to feed that bot with minimum 300 to 400 PDFs of your company, that what is your company all about, each and every specification of the product, which has to be in digital format, right? Then only you will be able to feed the bot in that way. And once you feed it, then you have to also understand the what kind of answers. Suppose, as I was mentioning, like a LLM level bot or a rule-based bot. So for a LLM level bot, if it's creative, you're asking to build a resume, or maybe you are using it as some blog or some product specific company, there it fits definitely. But when I'm doing to a marketing assistant or a sales assistant, right, where I need prompt answers, and I'm like, suppose I'm looking to go to a real estate house or to a education. I'm looking for a triple IT foundation course, right? So I need a specific answer that what are the courses are there, what are the timings are there. If it gives me a 200-word answer, for me, I will lose the knack. It's like reading a document again. So we are like going in circles. So that's why when you talk about AI automation for companies, you have to understand their product, that what kind of solution they are offering to their customers and how your product will fit into the solution. Okay. So yes, obviously with the AI assistant, we are creating ecosystems for all the companies that we are working. Obviously, on the brand perspective, I will say with major brands like we are working in Kolkata with Srijan Realty, we are working with Merlin Group in Kolkata and multiple builders, real estate platforms. We are working definitely, and obviously we are trying to reach out to the education houses as well. On the India platform, we are working with Hiranandani Groups, Brigade is there, Dr. As I mentioned, all the brands. The client satisfaction, obviously, I will not say it's always unmatched. There are few situations because when you are building a bot, it's not that you just tell him and he will build it. We need a for every company or every person who is planning and personal AI assistant, right? Why we are saying a personal AI assistant? Because it knows all the personal information or the information. So you have to share all the information with the solution and then only it can reply back. So those things also fall behind in the markets sometimes, but definitely everybody is coping up to go ahead and move forward with the AI solution. So that's all about for the presentation, Minal ma'am. So that's from my end. If you guys have any question, please ask me.
Sir, there are already some questions.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, sure.
First of all, we have a question. Do you think AI automation has a future in academic problem solving, depending on the student's IQ level?
Yes, I will definitely. So, as I was telling, right, student problem solving can be done by the bot itself. It depends upon what kind of information you have already fed it to the bot. So, suppose to the student, I'm asking if you go and ask in ChatGPT in Google, Gemini, it can work across all the platform and give you a information. But if you think we create a bot for a university, then on the LLM specific front, it will not be as good as the student or the teacher asking the queries or giving the answer, right? It can give specific answers to it, I will say.
Okay, next question is from Debopriya Roy. How
Okay.
does employing AI in customer service impacts and doesn't it affect customer satisfaction?
No, it's now. I will say it does not affect the customer satisfaction to that sense because it's just the adaptation of the culture that is coming across, right? So initially we used to write letters to the companies when for companies if you didn't like the product, like physical letters. Then came email, right? Then came, I will say, the IVR solution, now the AI assistant. So people sometimes think it is taking time for them to adopt that whether the AI assistant is giving the right answer or whether the discussion he is having with the AI assistant or the company, is it getting recorded? If you talk to somebody in person, then only your problem will get solved. But in future times, I think that trust will come from both the ends.
Devran, I think if you could show them the demo you showed me about how integrating AI in chatbot completely changed the customer experience. If you can show the demo, I
Uh,
think they will be
the
much
live video you're talking?
live. Yeah, live.
Or the recorded video, right? Okay, just let me see if I have it handy with me. Just give me one moment.
If not, you can show us the live demo of a AI
Yeah, yeah.
chatbot.
No, no, I got the video. Just
Okay.
I'm just trying to share this. Yeah. I think that will be quite interactive.
Yes, yes, yes.
My screen is visible, right?
Yes, it's visible.
So we have kept the video in a YouTube platform only. So just one second, let me play it. So it's a very self-explanatory video. So we have this AI assistant we have placed for Vidya Mandir classes for this institute. So you can see they have kept all the bots, the Instagram, any channel platform you want to choose, you can choose. So once you go to the bot, you click on it, a basic demo comes in along with the video. So the YouTube video is integrated inside the bot. So like giving a introduction about the Vidya Mandi classes, any professor or anybody who want to give. Then how may I assist you? The whole list opens up, find the course. We give options. You are looking for an online course or an offline course. So we are streamlining the lead process. You will see. So we are giving multiple options to the student, which kind of courses they are looking for. We have 8 courses that is matching your criteria, right? So now it's a free text AI understanding. Why I'm telling you, it's a rule-based bot when I said, right? So in LLM, you can ask any question, it will read and it will give you an answer. So when it comes to a rule-based bot, what happens? NLP is a natural language processing. So anything which you write, it will take from the keywords, it will have an understanding, and from the FAQs that you have given us, like 500, 600 question and answer, it will read from there and it will reply back. So it's writing, I'm looking for a triple IT foundation course. So the bot will understand and it will again give him an option that are you looking for an online course or offline? Once you give on online criteria, it will give you 2 courses that are matching your details, right? From 6/8, you see it has bring it down to shortened it down to 2/8. So like point to your answers. So once it's shared, like, okay, show me details. Now, as a company, they want to capture the lead, and obviously they have student counselors as well. So there also they want to interact with the student. So the initial, they will also get a call back, and the bot will also have a clear understanding of what kind of courses they are providing. Okay. So once they click share the information, we ask again multiple questions that what options you want to understand. Like what are the features of the courses or the fees, admission structure. So once you click on the fees, the bot will understand and it will again ask you, give you multiple options to select from. So you can, the bot has a capability to book an appointment with the counselor as well for the institute. So that can also be done, right? And if the company has multiple branches, all the branches will be geotagged with the bot. So if they ask the exact location, the Google Map link will also be shared. So you can see, right? So the similar experience we have created on WhatsApp as well. So we are there with XED as well. So once you go to their platform, you click on the bot you want to go ahead with. If you don't want to talk to a bot, you want to directly go to the WhatsApp, a bot is sitting over there as well, right? So when you go and type a hi to it, obviously we help with multiple other things like getting you a green take, giving you more branding to your solution. So once it is done, you can again type a hi, the bot will again give you options. So to answer the question, like if a person is there, would have been there, like how can a bot be better? If I talk to a bot, will it be more irritated, or if I talk to a person, it will be more better? The scenario is that suppose you go to the website, you had a discussion after the whole day of college, you sit on your laptop and you research for the next course you want to learn or know about more courses. You go to their website at 8 p.m. There is nobody from the company, right? You will have a number, you will try to reach that number, nobody will pick it up. You have to again, they will call you tomorrow maybe at around 10:30, 11, where you are already in the college again. You're not being able to talk to them. So this loop gap will be continued all the time. And suppose you have a free time on Sunday, right? In a Sunday afternoon, you're sitting and researching about what are the courses you want to know. There is nobody. You call that number, you write a mail, they will reply you back after 2-3 days. Or it can happen you don't get a call only, they lost the lead. So you will also lose the interest. The company who is providing the service which you are looking for, they also lost the business. So it's a lost case for both the parties. You also didn't get the information, and from there also that camp for that company or that institute who was looking for a candidate, they also lost a candidate. So those things have happened, and that's why to fill up that gap, the solutions came into picture. Okay. So obviously with the WhatsApp, they can interact. So this is the bot who is replying, sharing all the images, the PDFs and everything that can be answered by the bot itself. So this is an old video. So now we have created LLM level bots also on WhatsApp where you can directly ask the question, the bot will understand and reply back with the answers. Yeah. Uh, uh, Anything more you want me to cover or any questions if you ask, I think I can get answer to that.
Devopriya, please can you unmute and continue the conversation? I think Devopriya has some more queries.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I just wanted to know, because good morning and thank you for the session, sir. I just
Right.
had one question because I work in the area of emotional labor and emotional effects and everything. So I
Right.
just wanted to know, for example, if it is in case of any customer services, like right now, Air India Express is completely using their chatbot Stira to do all the customer services. So,
Right.
like, there's a cancellation or like there's any sort of discomfort, won't the customer be tired to speak to the bot? I totally agree with the flexibility aspect that you're speaking about. But then, do you feel that using a human plus bot facilities helps over like completely moving towards bot that is happening in a lot of companies nowadays?
Right.
So,
No, so you are getting it wrong. So that's why we are not more than AI assistant. We are telling it the product is a co-pilot. So what is a co-pilot? So the bot will be functional, obviously, for many companies with they want to put it in the forefront. So the initial queries, the non-complex queries will be resolved by the bot. The complex queries, our agent will jump in. So that we are going to the transition period, that how much inquiries should be resolved by the bot and how much inquiries should be resolved by the agent. What kind of topic or what kind of sensitivity should be handled by the bot, and if it is going over and above, when our agent should pitch in. So those things, I will say, Priya, are still in process with all the companies and across the earth. So if you see on multiple podcasts or news or if you newsletters, right, everybody is still exploring and learning that how the AI assistant should work. Some people are thinking they will remove the customer service and put an AI. That can never happen. Obviously, that emotion question, you are facing a problem, your flight has been cancelled, right? And your bot is giving some excuse, okay, or giving some smart answers will not resolve your query. So to answer your question, obviously, case by case, that understandability of what kind of topic a bot should talk about and when an agent should interfere, I think those things are, give it 1 year time. I think you will see a difference how companies are working on it. So it's an adaptation problem that we are still facing, I will say.
thank you, sir. Thank you so much for the response.
Ayush is raising his hand for a long time. Ayush, please
Yeah.
continue.
Please,
Yeah.
Ayush.
Yes, sir. This is me, Ayush. This
Hi.
side. Hi. So my question is that, sir, we are like from the perspective of the business firm, we as a customer, we are the service taker, right?
Okay. Right.
It will be convenient when AIs will be introduced, but
Mhm.
as a service provider, when I will work as a profession, because I'm a design student and my core subject is like core interest is on advertising campaign and
Mhm.
brand visuals and imagery.
Okay.
So as a service taker, it is convenient.
Mhm.
But when it comes as a service provider, when I work as a profession,
Mhm.
still the word AI feels alien to us.
Look, as I was telling you, AI is currently, as I'm again using the word co-pilot, it can never replace the creativity that you are
Yeah,
providing, right?
yeah.
So it will, suppose, I tell you, so what happens? Suppose you're creating that file for your client, right, who has requested for maybe a website to design, and you are thinking about a lot of designs, how you can look for it. So what you can do, obviously, you will not copy paste from the AI or from
Yeah,
ChatGPT. That everybody can do. You will add on to your
yeah.
to the basic parts that you have to do while doing a website or while creating that art, right? Those things will be done. So suppose I tell you how it will. So suppose you're, in simple words, I tell you, like, you make a portrait. Okay. So if I every time to bring a red color or a yellow color or a blue color, you have to go to a shop and again buy that color from there. You will buy a palette, right? Palette box, and you will use it. So AI will be that palette box. It will give you all the options in your hand. You will only build the art. You will only create that beautiful design. But it will give you all the tools in your palm so that
Yeah.
your creativity does not get affected by the headache of going to the market, buying the color, bringing the color to you. So
Yeah.
those problems will be gone.
So actually, my question was that, yeah, obviously, I am using AI, but still there is a gap. Like people are like the traditional designers think that AI should not be there, but I think that
I tell you, Ishan.
academically,
So,
yeah.
just to interrupt you over there, I just tell you one thing. So, if you talk to your father
Mm,
or anybody of that
mm,
generation of that period, when computer came into, right,
mm,
people were not accepting it very nicely. They were thinking
mm,
that people will lose jobs.
mm,
In banks and everywhere there were strikes. So the similar thing is happening today also. If now you go to a company and they agree, okay, Ishan, we agree to that last point 20 years back, we are not using computers.
mm,
You go crazy. Well, then how will I work? How you want me to,
mm,
like in hand, you want me to write all the journals? Suppose the Excel that you can do in 10 minutes, you have to write that journal for 2 days. So those things now, because AI came in, people are worried they will lose job, or the creativity has
mm,
gone for a toss, or multiple people, because you're from the media industry, you will know that in Hollywood also, there in Los Angeles, people are coming to the street that
mm,
the writers, there are no good stories. You just ask and give few hint to ChatGPT, it can write you a whole movie story or a script for you on your behalf. So obviously, initially, those people will have a fear that it will replace the job. But I can tell you, working in the market real time, because what you see, they are still thinking. I am working with the companies, talking to the CEOs and CXOs. I am understanding what are the challenges they are facing. That creativity part, those things will never fade off, obviously. AI will be like an support tool for our system.
yes.
It will be just as good as that.
So
And
even,
yeah.
so I want to say that even while like academically,
Mhm.
I like it's a request for all the universities and the faculty members to look at the see that the education blends with AI, like
Mhm.
how to use our design techniques using AI means as a subject also there should be introduction of AI
Mhm.
specifically in all like specifically in our us in our field of like in communication or in designing, so that we don't feel that AI is an alien
Yes,
or
obvious.
we
You
have
feel AI is an alien, or you don't feel? I didn't get the question.
uh still means alien means still it's like what it is, how
Exactly.
to
So
use.
that is what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to say, suppose uh, who did the basic, like why I'm taking the reference every time with the laptop or a computer, because the same scenario happened 25, 30 years back with
Mm,
the generation who is sitting
mm,
there. For them, I have seen multiple people when COVID came in, right? For teachers, I'm sure many people will agree that how can do the teaching over online? And I particularly, somebody one from my family, they're teaching to the kindergarten students. And I was like, how you're managing it? Like, for those kids, why that small infants will sit in front of the system? So I can see from the screen, many kids are lying, like sleeping in between the class only, and the teacher is shouting. So few more adaptation This AI is just adapted and you will do better. So that is how it will be. Obviously, few questions are there. No regulation is there in the market by the government, by the companies, and it's still a very early phase, right? But eventually, this will be like an in office, right? If you go to the senior positions like directors, or they will have a personal assistant, right? Who will write the letter for them, who will look into the meeting, that how many meetings they have. Every person, give it 10 years, every person will have a AI assistant. In the morning, if you're working in a company, the AI assistant will tell you at what time you have the meetings. You don't have to go and search in your calendar, right? How many mails you have received, and your AI assistant has already replied to those mails, right? On that, if somebody has replied for more information, those 10 mails will get only highlighted to you, not the 100 mails that you have received. As into work, now we get so many mails and we read each and every mail. So on the art factor also, obviously things are coming slowly and steadily, and over a period of time you will realize how it is beneficial. But definitely it will benefit all the industry. Some industry it will benefit directly, some industry it will benefit indirectly. So that how it will go.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Sakshi is also raising hand.
Yes. Sakshi, please go ahead. Sakshi, are you there?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
I have just a small question, which is, will AI be integrated into most aspects of life, producing new efficiencies and enhancing human capacities?
Yes, as it is going and as the whole world is taking interest on AI, right? There are multiple products which come in the market, and few people do take interest, few people don't. So I give you an example, VR, right? Virtual reality. So even Apple got an iSet, and it's not a buzz in the market. Nobody is talking about it, right? Facebook is trying it for the last 5 years of virtual reality. They are launching product. There are products from Ray-Ban where you just wear a sunglass and you just click on it. The camera will open up and it will help you to understand that you are looking at which product. So suppose if you are looking at a bottle, it will tell you the details of the bottle. But people are not taking interest in it. So there are innovations all the time. Few innovations stick to people. AI was there for a very long time. When you go to your Google, Gmail, right? You see few mails are showing as important, few mails are showing as promotion, few mails are showing as priority. It is given to each and everyone. Google has given to, right? So how you think it's doing? It's artificial intelligence. They are understanding from the keywords of the mail, right? And it's segregating in different folders for you. AI, we are with AI for a very long time. Like I will say at least 5, 6 years for definitely. We are using AI, but we were not using the word, right? So now it is already integrated in our life. Now because it's going to a level where it can replace a human basic customer service agent, basic customer service agent. I will still say it cannot replace, but because it holds all the knowledge, it has the capacity to read now. Prior to that, it didn't have the capacity to read to that extent. You have to give it some instruction. Okay, if something comes like this, you will do like this. Now, with OpenAI, they are able to read as well. That is making all the difference. This large language module bots, they are making all the difference. This R tool, the rule-based bots is there in the market for the last 5 years. The demos that I was showing, or the demo options that I'm talking to you. The LLM bots can read by itself and it can answer. So I think with time, everybody will get adjusted and everybody will get used to it. You will not think about it anymore with that for that innovation. Give it like some years, it will be there. Right.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm sure Sakshi, by the time you go to a company and give a presentation about the product or talk to a company, by that time you will even forget that we were having this in deep discussion that how AI will explode the market. So that's still something everybody is waiting how it will
Yeah,
be.
like till that time that there will be much more efficiencies and capacities.
Yes, it will be much more efficiencies will definitely, like nobody talks about Excel anymore, right? How magically it can calculate the number and store so much of data. You go back in time 20-25 years, and you talk to and you show someone like if you talk to somebody on Excel, they will say it's a magic page. You put all the numbers, you can fill in so much data, right? How it's doing, how it can hold like the whole employee cycle of a company, like maybe Google, or maybe to like 50 lakh student information can be fit in one Excel page. How it's doing it. Prior to that, you need 20 books, journal books to keep stored that data, right? Now it can be stored in a, I don't know, like some MB file. And we don't even think of MB anymore. We talk in GBs now. So yeah, time is moving on. It's just the new buzz, and it will be a part of our life very easily. Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, hi, Polomi. Please go ahead and ask me a question.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good
My
afternoon.
question is how AI works in the creative area, like of a performance like dance or music. But we know it will help music and for promoting music or uh, drama part or theater part, cinema. But how it will helpful for performance like dance
Uh,
and also marketing and
yeah,
also
Polomi,
marketing part.
definitely that expertise I don't hold at this point of time. But I'm sure maybe what I can think, looking into, talking to so many market leaders in the company, what I can say prior to that, you need guru, master ji. Means definitely you will again need a guru and master ji for that's for sure. That's no way. But when you're doing practice at your home, right, you're just looking into yourself, looking into the mirror, and you're doing the dance. Means I have very less knowledge on that part. But how AI can work on it is like maybe once you start recording, there will be multiple apps which will be coming into the market, right? The dance that you are doing, right, or the performance that you are doing, the AI will read, and it will give you some pro points or pro tips, that these are the things. Out of it will give you 20 tips, out of which like maybe 10 tips you will think I already know, or it does not even matter, right? But on the next 10 tips, maybe out of that 50% also you think it's relevant, or it might not be relevant, but the last 5 tips it will give. So there you might think, okay, these are the things I can go and talk to my guruji about. Like, do I need to improve on this things? So what the AI did, it didn't came in between. It just saw your dancing, and it has already read a dancing of an expert which is there in the internet. It will do a, I will say, it will read your dancing, it will read the dancing of the expert, and it will try to compare. If something is missing, which is definitely her style and which is not your style, it will not interfere. But few pointers it will give, like, okay, if you do this things, I think it can help you to improve your dance. So then you go and talk to an expert. You will not rely on the, maybe you will go and talk to an expert. Maybe after that 10 years, there will be a dedicated app by that guruji only. Like, if this things are not in line, that you should improve on it. So it's not that the creative part will be gone or anything. It will give you an analytic report of everything. So the analysis observation, right? That
Hmm.
observation part, it will be done by, so suppose 20 people are dancing in front of your master, right? For a
Hmm.
master to sit in a chair and see, look at everyone, it's impossible. Maybe next time he will be looking at the screen where AI is prompting that 18th girl, that 18th, 18th in the last row, that girl is not doing her steps properly. So the AI will read that movement, and it will highlight to the Guruji that she is missing on some point. The creative input will be given by the master itself, but understanding that analysis will be done by the AI. So that's how AI
Technical
will.
part,
Yeah,
mainly
that, and that initial observation will be showcased to an expert by the AI. I think those are the things that can come in the future. So yeah, that's what we are hopeful all about.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Debran.
Thank
Uh,
you, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Uh,
In fact, I'm getting messages from whoever is attending. personal DMs that they are very happy with the kind of insights. See, Debran, what happens that when we take our classes, regular day-to-day classes, we
Right.
become so monotonous. And
Right,
we
ma'am.
have to follow a syllabus. We have to, the teachers have to follow lectures. So what happens in this process? Sometimes we forget that, how much the students are, taking back. So these are the opportunities where we give them something from the industry, because we are also bound by a structure.
Right, ma'am.
So, breaking, to break that ceiling, it's important that we do. And thank you so much. Okay, one question is coming. What is funnel? If you just answer that.
What is
Yeah, what is funnel?
The
funnel?
sort
Yes.
the
Okay,
I have no
I
clue.
don't know from where they are getting the question. So funnel, like there can be multiple. It's a sales funnel, operational funnel. So I don't know. Maybe if you have taken the word from the slide. So what I was showing is that the typical sales funnel, like interacting with the customer, taking the information, taking the appointment, converting the lead. So the first 4 5 funnels of the sales cycle can be handled by the AI assistant that we are already doing right now in the market. I think, ma'am, that's the only
Okay.
reference that I can
Okay,
understand.
okay. Thank you so much, Devran.
Thank you,
So for
ma'am. Thank you
being
so
at
much.
Sister Nivedita University, this session, and we hope that this doesn't end here and we keep on doing this. And physically, we would expect you to now please come and
Sure,
take
sure,
our
ma'am. Sure.
sessions. Yes. Thank you so much.
Definitely. Thank you so
Thank you.
much, ma'am. Thank you so much for giving the opportunity and for explaining and talking to the young crowd. It was really a
Thank you.
pleasure. Thank you
Thank you.
so
Our
much.
pleasure too. Thank you.
Thank you.
So next we have Professor Dr. Sekat Maiti. So our very beloved Maiti sir, who's always active and into all the activities. And after all the hard work that he does the day, we see them cooking at home also. He's someone who I think he matches our energy. So over to you, Professor Dr. Sekat Maiti. Just introduce yourself, sir. Whatever we know of you, the experience that we know of you, I've briefed the audience, but a little brief on your experience. Then, sir, over to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So, good afternoon to everybody. I know it's a afternoon session after the lunch session, so it will be very difficult for the viewers and the students to get into this particular session. But I'm sure that this session will not be a very monotonous to you all, and a little bit of exciting also. And I need a kind of interaction to you all. It's a wonderful heterogeneous student pictures today over here. Some of the students, some of the entrepreneurs, some of the students from the law department, the media department. So it's a very exciting platform that I'm really looking for. Usually I was stick to the computer science and engineering department, and I used to teach my students in the computer science and engineering department. But this time, many thanks to Mrinal ma'am for giving me this particular platform and giving this the wonderful opportunity to interact with the media science and the media people, along with the entrepreneurs, the incubators and all. So this particular session will be a little interactive, little niche area which we will hit. And we will start definitely, if I'm addressing to the media department, definitely I'll start with the media. Okay, I hope you have all seen the movie Three Idiots. So I will show you a clip. With this particular clip, I will start my session. Okay, I hope you will enjoy it. And there is a significance for playing this particular clip. I'll make you understand all these things, all these points. Let's enjoy it first. Let me share my screen first. Just confirm me whether the sound is coming or not.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The sound
Yes,
is
audio
coming.
is there.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
एक्चुअली सर बचपन से चाहता था कि इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज में पढूं आज यहाँ बैठा हूँ बहुत मजा आ रहा है
So the screen is not visible
Just hold on, ma'am.
and your audio is also not on.
My audio is coming, ma'am. Just hold on, ma'am.
Rishi, please make Sekat sir co-host.
Ma'am already made.
Yeah, just share me once again. Let me share the screen once again.
Cool. So the screen was visible, sir.
The screen is visible?
Yeah, it was visible. You can share it once more.
Okay, just hold on. Let me share my internet. Maybe this particular screen is coming. The screen is coming.
No, sir.
Just hold on.
A machine is anything that reduces human.
Is it coming? The screen is coming to all of you?
Yes, it's visible.
Okay, thank you. Now check whether the am I audible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So why I'm showing this particular means video to all of you, the part is the first question that I want to ask to all of you, whether you need to impress or you need to express. To all of you. Impress or express. Why I'm asking this particular video clip is very much relevant to this particular question, whether I want to impress or whether I want to express. In our early days, you will see that people love to impress something or love to impress with the help of certain things. But now the things has been totally changed. Now you express to impress. Why? Because that particular question, कहना क्या चाहते हो? So what exactly you want to say to the customers, to the end users, to the developers, whether you impress or to express. Now, first you express yourself to put your or to make your customer impress, and that is a very short span of time that you need to means put a penetration on it, and that's why my topic is little different from the others. The fast track digital growth in the field of media, in the field of education, entertainment, of course, in business. And if we'll see the insights, we'll start with the part of introduction, because introduction is very much important. The importance of the digital marketing, why this is particular part is important. The role in AI in digital marketing, the AI-driven data analysis, the personalized or self-tailored marketing with AI, the AI-powered chatbots, copilots, and visual assistants, automated content creation, ad optimization with the help of AI, because optimization technique nowadays become very, very important to all of us. ACO and content strategies, the enhance of the customer experience that we need to share with you all, along with the social media marketing, influencing marketing or influencer marketing, sales forecasting and CRM, the implementation strategy, the challenges and the solutions, and of course the future trends. So I was actually associated with the AI forum with the Dana Brain Iran, where I was associated with the consultant part, and they are dealing with around 32 countries. They are dealing with the AI assistants, the co-pilots, and the chatbots they're dealing with. So let us start with our agenda. But today's agenda, this agenda is very pinpointed and focused to understand the significance of the digital marketing and how the AI can able to transform this particular digital marketing for exploring the key strategies such as data analytics, the personalized marketing with the chatbots, and the step for the effective implementation of AI, because AI nowadays become buzzword, address to the common challenges, their solutions, and of course the anticipating features, opportunities in the AI and the digital marketing. The objective after this particular session, my objective is to explore and understand of the integration of AI and of course the generative AI for the digital marketing strategies, highlighting the advancement which can accelerate your business growth, enhancing the customer engagement, improving the overall marketing efficiency and all. So if you see why people are tending towards the digital part and all, right now we are having 8.8 billion of people in the world moving towards 8.16 million for the urbanization of 57.7% of the people of the total population, which has got a unique mobile subscription of 5.6 billion, tending towards 5.83 billion for the population, and individual using the internet is around 5.35 billion to the population of 66.2%, heading towards 63.91% in the month of means of course April, May, and the social media identities of 5.4 billions to the population of 62.3%, heading towards 65%. So these are the statistics nowadays. The people are dealing with the unique mobile phone subscribers, individual using of the internet, and the social media identities. That means we are in the era of digitalization. We are in the era of digital learning. The handhold devices, the PDAs, the assistants, and all, so that the information at the tip of your hand. So that's the motto. That's the kind of thing nowadays people are adapting very fast, and that's why the technology is also changing very fast. The importance of the digital marketing, if you could see, then there are so many of facets that are dealing with the importance in the digital marketing part, which increases the online visibility because you are dealing with the audio visual part. You are dealing with something very insightful, something very entertaining. That part you need to understand why this increment of online visibility is getting higher and higher in the market. Higher conversion rates, that means whenever you want to try to impress something with the help of your content, the conversation must be, or the conversion must be there. Otherwise, you cannot able to make the, that's why people are saying that like, subscribe, and comment. So this is a kind of thing which will give you or lead to a higher conversion rates. Cost effectiveness, yes, people are nowadays doing very smart things with the help of smart technologies. So it's not about hard working, it's all about smart working. And in that case, cost effectiveness plays a vital role in this particular thing. Improving the customer targeting. So you know who are the targeting customers. You know which one you want to express and which one you want to impress. So in that case, to enhance the customer's engagement, you need to feed them a lot of foods, and that foods are nothing but the contents. Adapting to changing the trends, as you know that whenever the era is changing after 10 decades alternate, the adaptability plays a vital role. Some of the cases people love to adapt many things or the changing trends. They love to take it as a challenge, and they're quite happily doing that particular one very nicely. But those who cannot able to adapt it, they will have to wipe out from the market. You know the scenario of Nokia and Samsung. Nokia was the leading company all over the world in the GSM arena and in the GSM module. They are the leading company. But nowadays, Nokia is gone. Why? One particular mistake makes Nokia out of the market, and that is in the Symbian. So that's the point. The competitive advantage that you need to know who are your competitors, where means to whom with you need to compete. So you need to stick with your own USPs, build up your own USPs to make yourself more competitive, more more challenging to go for the global reach, starting from the local one to the global reach. The better customer insights, dealing with the feedback systems, dealing with the lot of interactive modes, along with the nice feedback from the customers, plays a vital role for the customer insights. The real-time analytics, having many of the Power BI like Excel and all. I know you are quite familiar with this particular one. So these are the important part of the digital marketing which you should know, because from the media science, these are the very key components for your bread and butter. The role of AI in digital marketing. So nowadays, you know that everybody is saying, "Why I am adopting AI." Somebody is taking brush. They're also saying, "Sir, you know my brush is also AI enabled." Why? कहना क्या चाहते हो? That's why I'm showing that particular video. It's what is there in the brush that the AI enabled system could able to solve your work more smarter, more faster. It's nothing but the repetitive execution. The enhancement of the repetitive execution nowadays are very high in the market, and that's why to decrease that particular repetitive execution, AI is coming to the market. So it's not about the kind of part which AI is dealing, which human can able to do. No, but AI can able to deal with some of the repetitive parts, which some of the cases you might see or you might think that no, bhai, ये मुझे बार-बार नहीं करना है. I want to do it at once, and the rest of the thing will do automatically. So that's the part of AI. So in that case, AI plays a vital role in the different pivots. So starting with the role of AI in digital marketing, we are starting with the online advertising. So nowadays, no more hoardings, no more glow sign boards. Now people are turning towards online advertising because you have a mobile phone, you have a handheld device, you have a PDA in your hand, and you want to connect with all the world through the internet. So everything at your fingertip, you need to know. So handheld device is good enough. Maybe some of the hoarding boards will be there in coming days or in the market right now, but still they will create a less impact. So that's why online advertising is very much important. Personalized user experience, UI is nowadays become very important. भाई समझ में कुछ नहीं आता तो कैसे करेंगे? So that is the concept of UI and UX. So unless until you are having a very tangible, very flexible UI and UX, so that anybody or everybody can able to understand it properly, then the personalized AI experience will be a very good for you all and can able to understand you all very nicely. That is the point of the personalized user interface, followed by AI powered chat base. Nowadays, everybody are using some of the agents, some of the co-pilots, some of the chatbots in their websites because they don't want to interact with the people with the help of telecalling, with the telemarketing and all. Rather, a particular agent will be there inside in your website so that they can able to interact with you. Now, these kind of interactions are nothing but the frequently asked questions, what my previous speaker told. These are the very preliminary, very basic things which you need to incorporate chat base so that the chat base will be interactive with the user. And once the chat base is clear to that particular customer or that particular, you can able to see that, okay, my preliminary part is over. I can able to understand my preliminary part. Else, if it is required, definitely the human intervention is required. And in that case, the AI powered chat base will little bit of means acceleration in your workforce so that the particular user or the particular customer can able to understand it properly or can able to give or take more insights of it. So that kind of human intervention is required at the end of this particular one. So in that case, AI powered chat base will give you a little push to your customer to go for the next stage. The predictive analysis, yes, prediction is very, very important from 1960s. The Lotfier, Zadeh, Zeri and Mendel, these are the people, they are really dealing with the great things which is called as uncertainty. So once the uncertainty is there in your life, once the uncertainty is there in the different business propositions, so in that case, predictive analysis plays a vital role, and it will give you a kind of projection that whether you are in line or out of the line. Web designing, yes, nowadays web designing is not at all a very difficult task because a lot of excuse me, lot of means AI enabled platforms are there who can able to help you for web designing part. The content generation is purely on your creativity. Some of the cases people are using ChatGPT, Gemini. Why? Because they do believe in prompt engineering. Now, prompt engineering is coming to the market nowadays very, very rapidly. Now, prompt engineering is not a very easy task. Prompt engineering is something which is purely dealing on the niche part of it, where exactly you need to focus. So in that case, the content generation is the purity of the creativity or a creative person. So in that case, you keep on generating your content from your own words, from your own, means a little bit, if it is required a little bit of brainstorming, do it. But for any particular smart agent or taking help of a smart agent to generate the content, because that will lead to a uncertainty to your content. May not be that particular content will be liked by the particular user. So content curation is also a very vital part of it. So unless until you are generating a particular content very nicely or focusing the targeting point, so content curation is another difficult challenge. But these are all dealing with the AI nowadays with the help of agents, with the help of co-pilots, and of course with the help of some of the bots, which are nowadays become a part of or parcel of generative AI, which is called as GenAI. Now, email of the marketing campaigns in the early days could able to understand that people are mailing 250 people, 1,000 people, 200 people, 2,000 people. So it was become a very hectic task for that particular user that every day you need to send the email. So now the agents are there. That you just set your content, you just set to whom you need to send. So that will send automatically depending upon the criteria, depending upon the category, the classification which you have made. And artificial intelligence, of course, plays a vital role. With the help of machine learning, you can able to implement it. Voice search optimization is another very smart optimization techniques nowadays people are using with the help of the GenAI APIs. Many of the people, many of the organizations, they are using the GenAI APIs to hold this particular voice searching optimization techniques. And of course, the people, those who are dealing with the e-commerce. E-commerce is also nowadays dealing with the artificial intelligence because they need to categorize. If you see in the Flipkart, if you can see that if you are searching a particular product, similar kind of product will come up. And that will suggest to you. Why? Because they put a content creation of the metadata, extracting the metadata, and keeping that particular track in line that what is your question, what will be your next point, what will be your next target, what exactly you are looking for. So I'll give you many more options so that your selection will be very correct. Your selection will be at ease. and you could be able to select the correct product in a very less time. So that's the point where e-commerce is dealing with the artificial intelligence, and with the help of the different machine learning techniques, they're dealing with all these particular things which are keeping a vital role in AI. Now, if you see the AI-driven data analysis, that one is very, very important. And in that case, the predictive analysis steps, a lot of algorithms are there in the machine learning, which the computer science students can able to understand. Even you people can able to understand also, because it has got a logic. And whenever you are having a kind of creativity, definitely you have got a logic also. So there are certain benefits, there are certain stages, there are certain statistics, the data analysis, and of course, the data collection part. So unless until you need to adapt to your needs to capture the audience attention, you cannot able to express many things from your side. So adapt to your needs to capture the audience attention, create a lot of benefits depending upon the step. Adapt how to means go for the needs to capture the audience attention. And every particular part, you see all the parts which we are dealing with the same points, having the defining of the project, having the data analysis, having the statistics, having the stages. That means all impact in a certain thing which is called as predictive analysis steps. So that kind of data-driven analysis by using, there are so many of tools in the market. You need not to understand these tools, because nowadays YouTube and the other media contents are very enriched. So once you have a computer in your hand, once you have a particular topic, so keep searching in Google, keep searching in YouTube, you will get a lot of contents which are very, very relevant to the predictive analysis and the steps. So I'm suggesting you all for it. You'll enjoy, and definitely your vision will entirely change in the coming days. Okay. Now the point is the personalized marketing with the AI. This particular point is coming with the tailored part of the marketing strategies. So in that case, the customer interactions are playing a vital role in the point where how the personalized recommendation will lead to that particular customer interaction more, to give some kind of benefit in terms of royalty or rewards, which you have seen already in Amazon, in Flipkart, in many e-business sites which are popular in the market. They are giving you the royalty rewards. Even SNU points, you know that this is the wonderful venture that has been launched by Professor Minal Parekh madam. It has a great initiation from Sister Nivedita University to get the royalty rewards, to get updated yourself. Why? Because you need to interact with the customers. You need to interact with many of the students which are outside of the Sister Nivedita University, who can able to understand, yes, this particular university has got a potential. So this particular interactions are very important in the terms of royalty and rewards. Locational intelligence and the other data which are nowadays become very, very important. Where is your location? Geotagging part, geotagging pictures nowadays become very, very important. The point of sales, where exactly you are accelerating your sales part, that would able to understand how the customer interactions will be there in the coming days. Data cloud, yes, you are not dealing with the stationary servers, you are dealing with the cloud solutions. So every time we are also dealing with the cloud solutions, and believe me, the cloud solutions are most effective solutions nowadays, because only you need a kind of internet. That's it. All the targeting part, all the application programming interface, everything will be there in the cloud. Just remote login, do your tasks, save it in the cloud, come back. So it's a kind of thing which is anywhere and everywhere. This is a kind of concept which is there in the data cloud part. The current business protocols, yes, there are certain rules and regulations by which you need to follow for the current business or a kind of business trains, and that particular protocols will be set by the organization. And this particular personalized marketing part, with the help of a particular customer, AI plays a vital role because it's a kind of thing where the machine learning language, the machine learning algorithms are working. Some of the algorithms are very, very pinpointed. Some of the algorithms will give you a good result. Some of the algorithms will accelerate your potential. So these are the unsupervised, supervised, semi-supervised, all the learning phase. So even you are learning this particular session. This particular session will give you a kind of idea about the personalized marketing. So everything and anything which is registering now in your brain is like a kind of supervised learning, unsupervised learning, a kind of reinforcement learning also. And that particular learning is very tailored in the AI part with the help of machine learning to get a personal or personalized recommendation, and which will accelerate your business propositions, your business transactions, along with your reach to the customer. Now, if you'll see on the AI-powered chatbots and the virtual assistants, it is quite familiar to you that how to deal with the Google Dialogflow, IBM Watson Assistants, Amazon Lex, Microsoft Azure Bot Surveys, Chatfuel, Chatbot by Intercom, ManyChat, and many more. So these are some of the virtual assistants which plays a vital role for the AI-powered chatbots. But believe me, unless until you are feeding a correct data which you have curated, the AI will not work. Try to understand machine is a dull-headed part. Unless until you are feeding something into it, it will not respond. So anything whichever you are thinking, "भाई, हो जाएगा, काम हो जाएगा, कर देंगे," ऐसा नहीं है. It's not like that. It's something which you need to penetrate to the system so that the system will give you something output, and which is as per your requirement, as per your recommendation. The automated content creation nowadays become very, very high, very, very vital. Even we are asking to the students, "Bhai, ye kar do. Bhai, do this task. Bhai, do that task. Sir, I will give you within 5 to 10 minutes. So they don't even try to focus a little bit of brainstorming with the help of that particular topic. That okay, I need to understand this first. Then I need to memorize something. I need to adapt something so that I can go into it. But unless and until doing that particular part, your creativity will be gone. Okay, what you guys are doing, smart work, going or opening a chat GPT or a Gemini, keeping that question, and that particular question you are putting not in a very precise manner, but in a very unstructured manner, and that leads to a wrong answer. So in that case, the natural generation or natural language generation, NLG, even LLP, large language processing part, content curation, and the summarization part, these are all under automated content creation. So it's not a very easy task for the automated content creation. Unless until you people are asking a very, very pinpointed question, you will never get the answer. That is for sure. Even you can try ChatGPT, the latest version, Gemini, Bird, anything you can try. Unless until you are putting the correct question, that particular automation will not work properly. And every time, take my words, whenever you are asking the questions, you are making that system more powerful, more learning, because ChatGPT is also learning from your question. ChatGPT is also interacting with you in a certain phase where you are putting your questions, and ChatGPT can able to improvise their knowledge every time. And that's why the previous version has become free, and the latest version is nowadays become free for 30 or 40 interfaces. After that, it will be paid, or in a day there is a limitation. Why they are giving you free? Because they are taking a kind of content from you, and they are also learning. ChatGPT is also learning. So the content curation and the summarization, whatever you are putting in the ChatGPT is also keep them learning that particular thing. even in the form of giving the answer and all. Social media content creation. Previous days or the early days, if somebody is asking you, okay, you put a post with the help of a particular means picture, writing the content, proper content. So you guys, what you guys was doing on that particular time, that time he was thinking that okay, I need to think about it, and I need to go for a content creation. But nowadays, you are automating everything. The social media contents that you are taking from the media part, the smart GPT, personalized AI marketing. Whenever set tailored things are required, because you have got a heterogeneous customers. So once you try to deal with the heterogeneous customer, you need to personalize your email marketing. Of course, the smart engine optimization, the optimization of the content creation, video audio content creation, that plays a vital role because impact is very, very important. Once you start scrolling in your mobile phones, unless until that particular content has got a wow factor, people will scroll that content. So it's now or never. One single 2-3 seconds of impact, if it is very meaningful, if it is having a wow effect, then only people will stay. Otherwise, with the help of thumb, they will move. Okay. So in that case, the content creation, people are nowadays dealing with the automation with the help of AI because that particular part will give you more accurate content, niche content, the content personalization, alpha beta testing, and everything. Because that leads to a kind of engagement to the customers. If you are having a content and that content has got a good impact of the or making a particular message to the society which is very meaningful, definitely that particular video is become viral. Okay, so that part you need to take care of. Optimization technique, everything and anything requires optimization, for optimization of the business, optimization of your transactions, optimization of your asset selections, everywhere optimization is required. For that case, the ad optimization is extremely important. It plays a vital role. And in that case, the generative strategies and text or the target audience which has got a single project or a multiple project, they are able to handle. In that case, ad packaging, they are dealing with the AI and the machine learning one. Ad creatives, they are also taking a generative conversion which will focus on the creative part, rather not only dealing with the project and the services, but also dealing with the kind of content which you are looking for. Social creativeness, generative engagements, the focus part of the social media post, which will create a seconds of impact with the help of AI. And that's why AI nowadays become very, very important and very, very vital. Generative text that utilize the higher conversion nodes, copying from the methodologies, that is called as plagiarism, nowadays plays a very vital role. I'll take to that particular point also later on. The basic creatives that you need to curate means you need to go for a little bit of brainstorming on it. Transforming your products photo into a professional looking suit means a content creation having a wow effect. So that wow effect requires also optimization. If that wow effect will give you much more creative, much more impactful to the customer, definitely we'll go for it. But think about the marketing strategies, think about the product pricing that you need to optimize. So everywhere optimization is required, starting from your ad content and ending with or dealing with the business propositions. So optimization is everywhere important. If we're talking about the searching engine optimizations, as I told you, search engine optimizations, the content strategies, definitely the keyword that you need to stick to that. The research and the optimization part, you need to curate with the content quality and the relevance, which is extremely important in the market. The 3 mobile optimization technique is one of the very, very important searching technique or searching optimization strategies playing a vital role in the market now. And the user optimization, user experience optimization. As I told you, UI UX become a very, very important part nowadays. Unless until you are having a good experience of UI and UX, definitely people will not entertain you. The link building, the technical SEO, the search engine optimizations of the content promotion and the distribution, these are also the vital points which we have to think on. Okay, because it's not like that AI will do everything, but we need to concentrate on certain points which we have to curate, because the cognitive part we have to understand, that the repetition part the AI could able to understand. Okay, so the enhancing the customer experience, the personalized recommendations, one-to-one recommendation is extremely important for the chatbots, the virtual assistants, copilots, and that particular one, natural language processing, NLP and LLP, large language processing, plays a vital role for accessing the different APIs for the chatbots and all. The predictive analysis for the customer heights, insights, or the kind of thing which will be very, very important for the customer, whether the particular customer will stay or go away. So the predictive analysis part is very important. Voice and image recognition nowadays become very, very innovative, because if you see the webcam plays a vital role in this case, and in that case the voice and image recognition is also dealing with the database. Lastly, means when data warehousing and data mining concepts were there, people are dealing with Informatica, Cognos, PeopleSoft, Bun. These are the softwares which cannot able to deal with the many things which nowadays the LLP can able to do, all LLP can able to do. That's why these particular products are gone from the market. You cannot able to sustain for a long time. And that's why the voice and image recognition plays a vital role for enhancing the customer experience, how the particular voice is, how the image can be well recognized for the omni-channel integration or the bi-directional channel integration, coupled with the feedback analysis and the continuous improvement part. Yes, feedback, the true feedback analysis is extremely important. Why? Because unless until you are taking the feedback, you cannot able to improvise your system. Even for a particular session, if I cannot able to take a feedback, I cannot improvise my session later on. So feedback analysis and true feedback analysis is extremely important. That's why you can able to see that some of the cases the feedback is anonymous. Why? Because you need not to fear about your feedback. You just give your feedback correctly, not manipulative, so that they can able to improve their system. So that is the continuous improvement part, which is extremely important depending upon the feedback analysis. The dynamic pricing offers. Buy one, get one. After 3 days, they are saying buy one, get three. So this is the dynamic pricing offers. Depending upon the need, the customers, that case you need to analyze your customers, your needs very nicely. Otherwise, you cannot able to go for a dynamic pricing and the offers part. Okay. The social media marketing, if you go for the social media marketing, the social media fundamentals, the profile optimization, the posting, the engagement, the advertisement part, the measuring part, the benefits. You see the reducing expenses starting with the 51%, the partnership will dealing with the 58% for the benefits. But if you'll see the exposure, 92%, website traffic, 80%, loyal fans, 71% to 72%, audience insights, 71%, lead, SEO, partnership, and last point was your reducing expenses. That means the optimization for the expenses part is not dealing with the profile optimization. So the accuracy, completeness, active link to the website, etc., will all dealing with the profile optimization part. Dealing also with the help of posting, the useful, entertaining part, the relevant post, which is extremely relevant for that particular product, engaging, like, share, comment with the help of your social media or social media contents. Excuse me. And the influencers also. Advertising part, yes, the paid method, as my previous speaker told me, boost post. Why? One single boost will reach to 2,000 customers, 3,000 customers. Or SMS blast. You have already heard these particular terms. So these are the things which are very, very effective one to reach within a fraction of second to the maximum customers. So the way you are advertising, the paying methods, the reaching target, the audience, the analysis, the measuring components, all are related with the social media marketing. And nowadays, every day the social media marketing strategies has been changing. Why? Because market is changing very fast. Customer mind is swinging very fast. If you are there in the Flipkart, you want to buy something, after sitting 5 or 6 minutes, if that particular product cannot able to attract you, your mind will swing. भाई अभी मुझे एक ये आम लेना था, आम is not very important for me. 5-6 minutes, you are trying to think that which of the mangoes are very good, but all the means expenses, all the products that you are seeing by the help of this mango and all, they're not impressing you. So once that particular product is not impressing, your mind will swing. Okay. So the measuring part is extremely important for the social media marketing. And every day, believe me, the marketing strategy is changing. Every day, the customer is changing, the mind is swinging. So it's a challenging task for everyone for the social media marketing part, specifically. Influencing marketing, yes, that plays a vital role nowadays. Influencers, the identifications and the selections, you need to select a correct influencer. Otherwise, your product, you cannot pitch your product very nicely. भाई जो एक्टर है उनसे अगर तुम कुछ और काम करवाओगे, that will not work. So influencer, proper identification of influencer is very important. The content generation, what is your content, where your content is up to the level or not. Keep reviewing your content, whether it is hitting the bullseye or not. The personalization part, the performance prediction, the optimization, everything is related to your influence in marketing. And every day you need to go for the audience analysis, the segmentation of the heterogeneous audience. You need to make them a proper clustering. Sentiment analysis, whether that particular write-up, whether that particular content makes a good sentiment to the customers or not. You need to analyze the particular sentiments with the help of social listening. The campaigning management, automation, these are the most vital points nowadays for the influential marketing part. Fraud detection, very, very important. Maximum of the cases we have seen the influencers are getting fraud. Okay, so the fraud detection is very, very important. The authenticity, the reputation, the authentication, the validation, the verification, everything is important to detect a fraud person. If you are putting on that particular way, you will be slipped out. Okay, so the performance analytics at the end of the day, at the end of the week, that is extremely vital for the influencer marketing. Keep ready your marketing, campaigning, management, automation, self-tailor made, so that every time if the sentiment of the audience is swinging, you need to change your content generation. That part you need to take care of. The sales forecasting for the CMM or the CRM softwares. Nowadays, the CMM level 5 companies, many of the CRM software features are having the real-time data, the automation, the customization, the third-party integration. Third-party integration nowadays become all. Even we people are also dealing with the third-party integration on the API integration and all. But it is also dealing with the a kind of security part, phishing part, that you need to take care of. The tracking of the employee performance, the lead management, the sale forecasting, the CRM analytics, report generation, analysis, taking your feedback, and go on like that. So it is a kind of cycle. Every time it's a kind of, and sale forecasting will force you to build up that particular cycle in a very effective manner so that you can boost your potential, you can boost business analytics, you can boost your business propositions. Okay. The implementation strategy, yes, there are certain automation content creation, which my previous speakers also already covered. So I need not to focus on that part, the automation content creation part. They have already shown you the live part of the co-pilots, the agents, how they are working, the enhancement of the customer experience, and that is also dealing with the AI implementation factors. But at the end of the day, yes, human intervention is extremely important. So optimization of the supply chain and its operations, that can be dealing with the implementation strategy. Boosting data-driven decision-making analysis, that can be also done with AI. Enhancement of the product development, the innovation part. Nowadays, innovation is not like that. Necessity is the mother of innovation. Now, the word has, or the line has been changed. Now, luxury is the necessity of innovation. So, in that case, necessity is not there, luxury is there. Nowadays, luxury plays a vital role, and that's why the customer experience is swinging every day. Even Autowala has got an iPhone. Why? Because luxury, the status symbol, everything which is improving the marketing and the sales strategies, that will lead to a kind of enhancement of the customer experience. Previous days, Apple phones were so costly, nobody can able to afford it. Now you see Apple phones, everybody, they are using Apple phones. Why? Because the experience, the customer experience, their optimization, their operating system, it's seamless, beautiful experience, boosting the part, and that's why people are getting fan of this particular phone. So that's the kind of thing, the product which you want to launch. What is the impact of it? That you need to know. Strengthening the cyber security. Yes, this particular point plays a vital role. Cyber security, cyber terrorism, cyber threats now have become a very, very challenging task for each and every e-commerce solutions, even for the web solutions, even for the APIs and the apps also. Why? Because in China, in Russia, in Bulgaria, there are people, those who are born to be hackers. So they're phishing, they're stealing all your data. Even you are providing your data with the help of your chat GPT also. Some of the case, you can able to find some of the sensitive data, or some of the sensitive data you are providing with the help of chat GPT. So you are able to understand what things are going on, means beyond or at the background of it. So in that case, cyber part is very, very important nowadays. And that's why cyber people are also using AI to restrict that particular part, the phishing part, the encrypted part, the non-encrypted data part, if it is still the certain information, which is very important to you, if somebody is stealing that particular one. So that requires a lot of attention to deal with the cyber security. The challenges, there are a lot of challenges. Believe me, there are a lot of challenges that are there in the market, but we need to overcome it. So what are the challenges? The integration with the legacy systems. You have got a very old system. You need to integrate your new system. A lot of hardwares are there, a lot of firmwares are required, a lot of softwares are required. So that is a challenge. You are dealing with Informatica, Cognos, PeopleSoft 1. Now you want to deal with a large language model. So how could you able to migrate the entire previous data or the data sets to the current one? The integration of the legacy systems, that one is a real challenge. But people are doing it because this is a bread butter. This is the need of an hour. Unless until you are integrating your legacy systems, you will be out from the market. Believe me, you will be out from the market. Data privacy, security nowadays become a real challenge because everything and anything, it is open to internet. It is open to all. It is open to unauthorized users, unauthenticated users. So anytime they may steal your data. So data privacy, the encryption standards, different encryption algorithms are there, security is there, integration, reputation, integrated specified schemes you need to adopt for the data privacy, the talent and the skill gaps that you need to address it more properly, because that is also a challenge. You have got a talent, you have got a skill gap. So you need to upskill and reskill yourself so that your talent will be intact. So it's not a kind of resilience to a certain particular education system, which you are going through it. You need to adapt more. Why? To make your talent up to that level. Okay. To maintain that one. Resistance to change. Yes, we are always dealing with the comfort zone. भाई इसी में हम खुश हैं. So it's not like that. इसी में हम खुश हैं. That days are gone. इसी में अगर तुम खुश हो आज, कल खुश नहीं रहोगे. That is a resistance of change. So unless until you are coming out from your comfort zone, you cannot able to establish yourself in that way. So in that case, adoption of the technology is become a challenge. So that you need to take care of. Maintaining the customer experience, day by day, the customer experience, if it is superior, definitely you are penetrating that customer. So in that case, scalability will be the issue. These two are the interlinked points. Once the customer experience is good, the scalability will not be an issue. It is the word of the mouth which will go to the viral, and that leads to a scalability issue. More demanding, more in scalability form, more demanding in the market in that particular product. Keeping up with the rapid technological changes. Every time the technology is changing, how fast you are adapting, that is the point. That is the point how you are adapting that particular technological change, how you are curating yourself with the existing one or the legacy systems. That one is very vital. Measuring the region of interest with the performance. These are the challenges. Many people cannot able to measure the region of interest. Where exactly is my interest? And how could I perform very well in that particular region of interest? So these are the challenges, but believe me, there are some solutions. So these are the solutions. Adopt the cloud computing. If you are scared about the security part, data privacy part, adopt cloud computing. Cloud will give you that security, that potential. Yes, you have to believe someone. You have to keep your confidential part in the cloud. So you have to understand that, okay, my Apple, I've got an Apple cloud. So it is my understanding, okay, my data is extremely safe and secure in Apple cloud. So that kind of change is required. If you are thinking that no, I cannot able to go for any particular private or secure data, I will keep it in the cloud. No, it is not secure. I will keep it in my local server. No, that is not a solution. That is a kind of block in your mind. You have to overcome it. Okay. Next, leverage the data analysis. Data analytics means in the previous times it was manual, but nowadays the automation is coming. So you have to take the leverage of the data analytics part to make it more robust. So make your system more robust. Enhance the cyber security measures like the different AES, TES encryption standards. That particular standards you need to put the SSL secured socket layers that you have to put in your websites, in your e-commerce sites to enhance your cyber security, your measure, so that any unauthorized users cannot able to access or hack your site or hack your app and all. Invest in the digital talent. Those who are extremely talented people in the digital marketing, invest on them, not to the technology, because that particular person knows how to deal with the technology, how to adapt that particular technology, how to make it more attractive, more optimized way you can able to deploy that work. So development and deployment, if optimization is required, then invest on the digital talent. Okay. So they will give you an optimization technique of everything. Embrace your agile methodologies every time if you are dealing with the agile system, because nowadays people are dealing with many agile methodologies. So you have to embrace that one. Develop a comprehensive digital strategy. Make a pinpointed solution. Keep on marking it. Little bit of brainstorming is required to develop a comprehensive digital strategy so that you can penetrate the market. Enhance the customer engagement through the omni-channel strategies. One-way channel is extremely important. Many more channels. It's not a kind of many to many. It's a one-to-many relation. So enhance that customer engagement so that the customer can able to feel, yes, I'm something very special to that particular company. Okay. So these are the solutions. The future trends, yes, 5 digital transformation trends which will come in 2024 and beyond, of course. The artificial intelligence and machine learning. The age is also coming, means edge computing is also coming. Artificial intelligence and machine learning now running in the market in the full swing. Data privacy and governance is slowly coming. People are dealing with the cyber security and all. Multi-cloud strategy, it's not only dealing with only SaaS, PaaS, and NAS. Yes, there are multi-cloud strategies where the cloud can able to handshake themselves. Many clouds can able to handshake themselves. And in the remote part, remote host login, a remote strategy servicing policy, that can be lead to a multi-cloud strategy marketing part. Sustainability, yes, sustainability, if the transformation is there, sustainability will be there. So augmented reality and VR is also coming. Apple is coming to the market. They are coming with the virtual reality and the augmented reality. The product was excellent. I have seen the videos of that particular product. Now this is future. This is future. So that's the thing which we need to understand properly. And it's my part, it's my suggestion to you all is failure is to involve what poses a risk. It's the easiest way to get left behind to fast-paced world of technology is to stand still by accept the shift and accelerate your development. That's all from my side. Thank you so much. Now the forum is open for the question and session.
Yes, second sir, if you just check the chat box, they have what is free mobile optimization.
Okay. So the station, that should be the last question. That was a great session. Not visible. Yes. Yes. Let me check. Sir, what three? This is from S. What three mobile optimization and the difference between SEO and technical SEO? The SEO and the technical SEO part for the mobile optimization and the handheld devices are not exactly the optimization which you are talking about. The optimization technique which you need to deal with for the SEO is a kind of algorithms which are machine learning algorithms, and they are very extremely helpful. And you just go through it. There are certain algorithms are there for the clustering and all. See that part whether the mobile optimization technique is there or not. I'm sure you will get that particular solution because it's a mixture of all the algorithms together, and that will lead to a technical SEO more vibrant, more powerful. Okay. And okay, please provide us a full video recording of chalo. Definitely we'll send. I'll send my PPT also.
Yes, sir, we'll be mailing them the whole recording. It is also streaming on YouTube.
Sure.
And if you mail your PPTs, we will share that with them also.
Correct. So free mobile optimization means, see, mobile optimization is always dealing with the number of APIs that you want to play in your mobile. So in that case, these optimization techniques plays a vital role whenever you are concentrating on a certain particular website or something like that. So in that case, we need to optimize the APIs. So every time, whenever you see that we are opening some application, without closing that application, we are shifting to another one. So at the end of the day, if you could see that that particular mobile has got many of the applications running behind. Might be possible on that particular basis, your mobile is getting slow. Now, for the optimization part, previous days, 2 GB or 3 GB RAM was good enough to run a mobile. But now see, 8 GB, 12 GB, because the resource nowadays is changing. The resource sharing nowadays is changing. The more and more things are required to run your APIs. It is more powerful APIs. It is more big APIs. So in that case, memory is nowadays become very cheap. So that's why memory optimization is required right now. That's why 8 GB, 12 GB RAM mobiles are coming in the market. Yes, Sakshi, you have a question? You are raising your hand. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Sir, the only question I have is when we talk about, chatbot and virtual assistants. So, sir, what are the abilities they have of, keep a conversation flowing? Like, which is more preferable?
Well, whenever you are going for a chat GPT or chatbot, whatever you are using, that means you want to make it prompt, or you want to make something which is very not easy to you to understand, and you want to learn from that particular system, or you want that answer. So in that case, your query must be very precise, and that's the beauty of prompt engineering. Your question will be very precise. Say for an example, for chat GPT, you want to know for the performance optimization of your marketing strategies, you want to know. So if you are writing performance optimization of my marketing strategy, so they will give you a point analysis of 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 11 points. That may not be relevant, that may be relevant, but you cannot be able to understand because that particular answer is not known to you. So unless until you are giving a correct prompt that I want the 10 major points to be pinpointed on that particular topic, keep that particular things to me, then it is very pinpointed. The query, unless until your query is pinpointed, your getting answer will not be very, very pinpointed. So that's the beauty of prompt engineering. If you are making a prompt, do it correctly. Definitely you will get the answer, and check from the Google whether you are getting the answer which is relevant to you or not. Got my point, Sakshi?
Yes, sir, I did. Thank you so much.
Okay. Any other question?
Sir, should we take this as last question?
Sure, ma'am. Please.
I think we can go on and on. I really don't know, but I'm really enjoying it. I don't know about others, but I am absolutely enjoying it. And this is such a pleasure to, this kind of departmental, inter-exchange of information
Yes,
is so important because, we sit in our rooms and we think that probably we know everything or we are learning everything, but this exchange actually brings us to a platform to know that there is so much to learn. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
So
ma'am.
you proved that. I just noticed that nobody did exit this session. They were all. So yesterday started with almost 120. Today we are with 58. So, but then those 58 were all there. So,
thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir.
I would request the next session, Mr. Anirban Mitra, Dr. Anirban Mitra, to begin the session, to brief on him. One excited electron who I've met, and I think his energy is so infectious. I am someone who is always on the roll, and being in this, I don't believe in gender biases, but being a woman, I always felt like people think that this woman is crazy. She's always working. She's always never sitting idle. So there's someone who I found. Saikat Maiti is of course also one of them. So I'm really happy to gang up with these kind of people who are always thinking something new, thinking to give back to students. And as I said, they've been working on this session for 2-3 days, and they're telling me they're so excited. So I think the audience should be very privileged that academicians like this still exist, and at the end of the day, the power of education does not go away. However, uh, you go on the internet, but what you hear from them is irreplaceable. So, Anirban, are you there?
Yeah, ma'am, I'm here and extremely
So,
privileged, deeply honored.
over to you. My honor, pleasure to have you here. Thank you so much. Over to you.
All the best.
Thank you, sir. Am I audible and visible? Everything? My slides are visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mass Comm and Journalism Department. I'm very privileged and honored to be here. And believe me, at right now the time after this huge valuable discussions session for the last 2 days, I have nothing so much to share. But as the Sunday afternoon, it's a time for lunch, beautiful lunch and beautiful power nap. I would like to share by some different way. That's how to connect with digital marketing and AI strategy. So I think right now everything okay. So I'll start my discussions. Okay. So now, oh my God, I've done a mistake here. So am I need to admit some persons who would like to admit here? I don't need to do that. Anything.
Sir,
Hello.
you are absolutely right, sir.
Okay.
You are absolutely right, and I think it is your plan.
Okay. So just tell me, Shakshi, what is this? What is this?
So invisible.
Invisible right now. But how it is possible? There's 3 letters are missing. Q to Mr. India. Your Mr. India, your knowledge, the Mr. India glasses is basically told you that it is invisible because your glass of knowledge, your glass of experience told you that this missing 3 letters is ISI. Okay, it's not restricted. Invisible because of that. From the experience, you're using these 3 letters and you'll just say to me that this is invisible. This is my topic today. How to do this invisible to invaluable. So invisible to invaluable in the digital marketing. This is my topic. Hello everyone, myself Dr. Anirban Mitro, the Associate Professor of the Department of Computer Science and Head of the Department, but not for that particular department, I'm basically for the university. So before starting off this discussion, invisible to invaluable, the experience, whatever the experience we are having, I would like to thanks to my father, all the fathers of universe, and that's why happy Father's Day to everyone, because what kind of experience we're having due to the father and mother's blessings, and that's why what kind of attitude, what kind of the fight we need to do with the society in the economical fight, political fight, everything due to their experience. And now I'm just carrying forward our experience, their experience within our life, and that's why this is a special day. So thank you very much, Baba. I'm missing you. Now, I'm come to the point. What is AI? AI means I don't want to go the conventional methodology to explain the AI. AI means what? Suppose each and every day I would like to organize my cupboard or almirah and ask you to same question. Please help me, but nobody helps me. Okay. So I'm planning to prepare a robot. I'm just planning to prepare a robot. Robot will understand what you want. And on behalf of me, the robot will basically organize all the things, right? So he needs to understand what kind of unorganized almirah or what is the organized almirah. Or suppose at the Sunday morning, I'm planning to prepare a coffee by robot for my individual family member. Someone likes espresso, someone likes a cappuccino, someone black coffee. Robot have to understand their recommendation, and on the best of that, they will prepare the coffee. This is the intelligence. Okay. So artificial intelligence means what? Artificial intelligence is a Basically, I'm having some problem here. Okay. So artificial intelligence is what the human being thinks, how to act, the reasoning, learning, how to do the problem solve. These kind of things have to be implemented by some algorithms and by some function integrated into the machine's brain or machine's methodology. It will act as the human. Then it is a artificial intelligence. Okay, is it clear? So now, is it okay? Just artificial intelligence is okay. Suppose if I'm planning a program, a robot, and suppose think about the AI-driven car. AI-driven car is absolutely right for USA, but think about the AI-driven car as operating within Borobajar area. We don't know what kind of situation will arise because everyone is a king of the road. Everyone is a king of the road. How to act, I don't know. So we have to learn. We have to learn from the situation. So just a programmed device is not something else to solve our requirement. They have to learn something from the scenario. Suppose the reasoning, suppose the road is rocky and some road is paved. We should have to maintain this reasoning. Suppose I would like to cross the river. Then how to put the bridge over the river, how to cross the river. This is a problem solving strategy. So the adaptations, reasonings, problem solution, provide the solution. If we integrate the all, then it will become the artificial intelligence. And if the artificial intelligence hold the car, then the fuel, the batteries are the machine learning, deep learning. They will do. They will receive the patterns. They will receive the previous histories, the data. On the basis of that, they will recommend the what to do, what kind of action we have to take. Okay. What is generative AI? You got this news that ARM is planning to prepare some song with Mama Rafi, Kishorji. Okay. So how it is possible? He have to gather the all variation of the tunes of Mohammed Ji or Kishore Ji. Okay. Then on the basis of that, they will apply this tune, this pattern to his song, and then they will play this song as the Kishore Ji will sing for on behalf of Rahman Ji. This is a generative AI. Generative AI means what? From the previous, the huge amount of data, they will collect the patterns and they will apply this pattern for the production of the new kind of innovations, right? This is an innovation. This is a generative AI. Now, my topic is a digital marketing. Now, I will just, I would like to just put the light on the individual application of generative AI or AI on the digital marketing. So, my first question, will AI kill the job? Will it? Just 4%. Now it's fine. Will AI kill the job? Just tell me. Yes, definitely. It will kill the job. But what kind of job? The job which is very much repetitive. Suppose think about the receptionist. Receptionists have to answer the same question day by day, and the same kind of question, same kind of answer. AI will kill this kind of job. Suppose think about the pamphlet distributor. That the gate of the metro, a person every day 1,000, 2,000 pamphlets have to be distributed. This kind of job. Now this kind of job replaced by AI. Okay. Suppose the skill mismatch. Skill mismatch means what? So suppose we want the perfection. Suppose think about the robotic surgery. We need the perfection, and this perfection have to come by a doctor and definitely a doctor, and by robot, especially the 0.001% perfections. This is required. Suppose economic inequality. Suppose it is not possible the general shop of a locality use the AI. Maybe the multi stores building. Suppose think about the shopper stocks or the think about the Judio. They can use the AI for their business purpose, not the all. But at the same time, AI will create the job. When you need the enhanced productivity, AI will help you. When you improve the service, AI will help you. Suppose we want a new kind of job, suppose data analysis, cyber security, how to save you from the cyber threat and everything. AI will help you. So if we need to adopt this AI technology in our job, we need to reskilling or upskilling our jobs. So the job means what? Abhi pore nilam, that's it. No. I've done my certificate, that's it. No. You have to do the lifelong learning. Every day you need to upgrade your skills. Otherwise, it is not possible to exist in the future world. Suppose you need a policy intervention. Government have to uphold some kind of policy to support the employee for the new rules, for the social safety, for the needs of job placement programs. Suppose new programs from the government have to be launched. The upgradation of the skills, right? So this kind of adoption strategy have to be used. Now, where AI can be used, digital marketing to create the YouTube script, to create the ads copy, website content design, landing page, generate some image and ad, AI avatar, text to image, where we have the different kinds of AI applications. Suppose we can do the optimizer of Facebook ad. We can create a small codes of scripting. Suppose we have created some video content, how to reduce the noise, how to edit this video, how to create a new kind of tone. AI can be used for that. Okay. And to do any kind of digital marketing, AI or any kind of tools, we need first a website. Sir, I'm not a coder. I would like to create a website. Is it possible? Yes, it is possible. Nowadays, the coding, maybe this kind of the skills is not required to create a website. Just the question is what do you want? These questions have to arise within your mind. If this question is clear, definitely we can do it. Just I'm giving an example. Think about the 20 years, 25 years back. We didn't have the smartphone, but we know. But think about the class 8, 9 scenario. Whenever new subject topic will be launched at your academic structure, you are asking the special coaching center support system for my family. So we need this special teacher who basically give you the learning methodology of this particular subject. But think about your mobile phone. Smartphone is very complex tools, but you know how to operate it because you ask yourself how to do this. This question arises in your mind every time. The same thing whenever you build a website. What do you want? If it is clear, then you can very easily create the website. Just you need to write the story. What do you want? What kind of website? What kind of images you want to create? Just by putting this AI, Hostinger is like Hostinger, the varieties of website maker, AI website maker will have. Just take a experience from this kind of website. Just write the descriptions and create the website. Website will be created. By just drag and drop, use smart grid, change color font. Everything can be done within a minute. Am I audible clearly? I need
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We can see you jumping. We can see you jumping and actually, breaking the ceiling. So you're absolutely audible.
You're fine. You're fine.
Okay. So now the question is, can AI write the content on behalf of you? Yes. But question arises in our mind that AI content could be indexed, could be ranked by Google. Suppose nowadays, whenever we'll submit some journal, we'll submit some conference papers, we have to check the plagiarisms, right? Some Turnitin software is very popular software. The output of this software is what? It will check your content and it will generate a report. The content is the similarity index and AI index. Similarity index means how much copy you have done from the website. They will particularly mention that this line is copied from this website, this article. And the AI index means how AI will use for creation of this content. So, as a author, we think that no, if I'm using AI to create my content, it will be bad. Yes, Google thought that before 5 years back. We don't rank AI content. But now, Google changes the policy. Changes the policy because what? They need the good content. They need the good kind of the content where it will be helpful for the society. It will be ranked. It will be indexed. Before this, it can be it could be de-indexed. Maybe it is indexed, but later it will it was a de-indexed. But right now, they will create a special algorithm for indexing purpose. They'll follow the rules EEAT. Your content is expertise, your content is experience, authoritativeness, or trustworthiness. If your content match those parameters, absolutely fine. Then your content will be ranked and it can be used for the indexing purpose. Google will allow your content. But just blindly copy the content from the ChatGPT, this is not right. Because ChatGPT produce the content only 25%, 30% correct. You need to tune those content with the real life examples, with the real life scenarios. So just blindly copy, it is not very much wanted by the Google. You just take a help from the ChatGPT, then paraphrasing the basically your all the content, use some innovative skills, and then recreate your content. That's why it is my line. Your AI generated content is perfect. It doesn't eat the it. You have to maintain the EEAT. Don't try to eat the it. Okay? Then your content is okay. The common question arises to the Google search engine that is AI content against the Google searching guidelines? I am requesting you just write this Google search engine's guidelines. You'll have this kind of protocols, this kind of questionnaire there. From that content, you can realize how much basically you need to be very serious on your content. And what are the technique to maintain at the time of creation or content creation? Okay, this is a common question from the authors, a content creator. Okay, so AI generated content, we don't have any problem right now. We can use AI generated content, but it have to be maintain some ethics. It have to maintain the rules EEAT. The content can be two types: factual content, experience-based content. Factual content means what? How to do the passport, how to do the PAN card, what is AI? So their content is actually the policy is given by the government. What is the process to create the passport? It is fixed. Nobody changes those process. So whenever you create the content from the ChatGPT of this kind of factual content, ChatGPT creates some content or descriptions, but now you have to follow the rules. You have to follow the trustworthiness, and then this content will be perfect for your website or your blog. But if will come for the experience-based content. Experience-based content means what? Travel blog, food blog, review blog. I like biryani. I always promote biryani, by my own. I like the Hyderabadi biryani. I promote. But you have to use the EEAT. Whatever blindly support your biryani, this is a questionable. If anyone will ask you this, how do you select that this biryani is perfect for everyone? So you have to use EEAT and you have to create the actual content on the basis of the society. Okay. Except this factual content, experience-based content, sometimes we need the outline content. Suppose I would like to create a blog, I would like to create some article, I need some the outline. This outline can be generated from AI. You have to check. Then you can use this content, the tables of content or outline to prepare your blog or your suppose your article. So whenever you will create the content, always ask this question: who, how, and why. This is not my question. This question arises from the Google. Google instructs you to always ask your content: who will create a content, how this content will be created, and why this content is basically important. If you are very much confident on these three questions, then your content will be popular, it will be very easily indexed, it will be ranked very easily. Without any reason, you just create a content and blog, then after some time, someone is basically avoiding your content, avoid your blog. oh একই জিনিস লিখছে বারবার ভালো লাগছে না just okay so you have to create you have to use your these three question and ask this question to your content now come to the Facebook ad campaign using ChatGPT just I'm sharing this line just open the ChatGPT and write this you will find the solution like this is my screen is visible
Yes, sir.
so if you write this comment to create a I would like to create a Facebook ad copy ChatGPT will generate this content for you they will create the ad copy for you but the question how much you have to use for your Facebook ad this is a question it will be generated it will be allowable for your content no there is no problem but you need to tune with your requirement okay whenever you just write suppose I would like to create a ad copy for your digital marketing course suppose I promote our digital marketing course and also share the importance of for your career Facebook ad will create this way by all the detailing all the things okay they're ready to elevate your marketing next batch started so this these content will basically create the blink is create a basically spark create a spark on your mind so this will be the way by which you can create the our Facebook ad then after that you need to do the paraphrasing for this content paraphrase your content all the lines maybe they are not fine you need to do this tuning as per your requirement then use this ad campaign for your Facebook post then only it will be okay if you blindly copy then it is not basically worthless uh, uh, basically actually working for you okay and on the basis of that if you genuine content if you create a genuine content by your innovative skill by the ChatGPT skill all together then your ad will be basically popular will become the popular it will hit the human psychology the audience the observers very easy the taglines the every line the comment line the prompt they will create to create those ads they're very much important so the again I'm repeating that always ask yourself what do you want why do you want when do you want then it will be very easy to focus on the advertisement right or digital marketing so they are the basic tools for using the AI of AI for digital marketing Jasper Writer Meet Journey is very popular nowadays for create the images from the text Optimo Zapier ManyChat Evolve Surface SEO Perplexity now I just am I would like to share a concept. Whenever you open the Spotify, right, a recommendation music or recommendation is basically tune is playing on behalf of you. You don't need to play the song. The system will play the song on behalf of you on the basis of your requirement. How is it possible? How is it possible? How the machine will understand your requirement? How the machine will basically feels the pulse or the feels the basically your energy? How is it possible? This is possible on the basis of the recommendation system. Suppose before 20 years, whenever you go for the buy a book, I will ask my teacher, my friends, my senior, which book is perfect for this subject. They will recommend just some names. On the basis of that, you have to visit a College Street Market, then buy the book. But now, scenario is changed. On the basis of your general characteristics, on the basis of your general phenomenon, your philosophy, system will basically recommend some of the products on the basis of your requirement. Now, how is it possible? Think about the music. We have a huge amount of the variety of music. Which music is perfect for me? This technique, this searching technique is just little from the hashtag. This kind of effort we require. Nowadays, iTunes stores 180 million songs. Amazon 170 million songs. Now, on the basis of that, if you are asking the recommendation system to select my song, it is too much heavy. Okay? So now, suppose for a person's, we have to create some metadata. Metadata from my searching history, from my gesture, from my activity, they will create the metadata. Okay. On the basis of those metadata, they will classify the users. Okay. And as price tag is always be attached with the product, suppose for a shirt, we are having the price tag. Okay. Whenever I used to visit any store or any the shari shop, okay, I have to at first watch the tag. What is the tag? On the basis of the tag, I recommend this sari is okay for me. Otherwise, not. So this tag also, this is the similar tag. That tag basically display the features of that particular song or tune with each and every song and tune. Suppose XYZ Ghana. That Ghana having a tag. That tag is a very positive energy tune. It has some the high pitch tune. Okay, this kind of tag is attached with each and every song. So whenever suppose you are relaxing, on the basis of relaxing, think about a smartwatch. Whatever smartwatch you are wearing, that smartwatch having a system interface at your mobile phone. That mobile phone observe your pulse rate, observe your heartbeat, observe your emotion. On the basis of that, they will play the song. When you are running, if you play the Gayatri Mantra, this is not workable. Otherwise, if I'm playing, suppose some the Dalar Mendi or the Punjabi song, then maybe it will be workable. Or suppose whenever you're sleeping, if I just play the classical Indian raga or some spiritual tune or some Gayatri Mantra, then it will be relaxing tune. So this we don't require to play this song by ourselves. System will generate what you want, and on the basis of tagging of the tune, they will play the song. Okay, this is the recommendation system. Digital marketing use recommendation system very popularly and very is a basically worthless or a worthy systems right now. Why? Because whenever they are asking to play the song, they will create the ranking and they will create some the from the behind. They will create many things on behalf of you. Okay. So this is the recommendation systems. Okay. So now this is a very common question, a very popular question. If I'm asking to you, anyone, who is the king of marketing from India?
Fevicol?
Yeah. Is it okay now? Whatever I presented earlier, is it okay? Have you any doubt still now? Hello? Hello?
So there is a question, a case or a person?
It's not audible clearly. Okay, I will take this question at my end of the sessions. Now, the question: who is the king of the marketing from India? For me,
So the customer.
yes, nowadays, it is my choice. I think the king of marketing is SRK right now. Any doubt? So he knows how to move the market, on the basis of the current requirement. Just follow these steps, right? Think about Cadbury ad. Do you remember the Cadbury ad? After COVID, there was an ad where we can promote our local store business by SLK. The SLK is basically on behalf of, suppose Ravi Electronics on your locality, SLK promote Ravi Electronics. How is it possible? Like this, I'm just playing this ad.
हीरो लग रहा हूं ना? इस दिवाली आप भी ना अपने पास वाले श्री महोदय से ही कपड़ों की शॉपिंग करना। हमारे आसपास की जो दुकानें हैं, उनकी दिवाली भी तो मीठी होनी चाहिए ना।
Do you remember this ad? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So the question, how that ad was generated, right? The ad basically are generated by this way. They have to read the patterns from SLP, varieties of pattern. Okay, these are the basically facial recognition and facial kinds of pattern reading strategy or feature extraction strategy they are using. On the basis of that, how to say the Ravi Electronics, how to say there's MH cloth stores. Yeah, basically playing on the basis of that. Actually, it is like the application of the deepfake. We know the threat of the deepfake, but this is advantage of the deepfake. Who is just faking this kind of attitude, the attitude of SRK to promote your local stores business. This is actual advanced digital marketing. Okay, now from this marketing, you can use a Lakshmi collection. Or think about the dark fantasy ad. Do you remember the dark fantasy ad? Dark fantasy ad, we have to create a basically fill up the forms and just details. You have to fill up all the details. After that, you have to take some snap of your face by your camera and upload it. And what was the results? Results was like this. She is not an actor. She is not an actress. She is a housewife. She took the image on this app, upload it, and and the third page will replace with the actress and actress. This is the digital marketing. Okay. Clear? Hello, is it clear? Am I audible? There's some network issues.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay. Now, think about the Coca-Cola personalized marketing campaign. Coca-Cola has utilized AI to enhance its digital marketing effort, particularly in creating personalized experience for its customer. Implementation like AI-driven content creations, chatbots, and impact is what? Increased engagement, efficient customer service. Coca-Cola would like to increase the engagement with the customer. Maybe you are the visual, you are the audience. You are the audience for a TV show or a game show or the football matches. How to connect with you? This is actually Coca-Cola has done some years. Just look at this ad, then you can realize this.
To get more people to try Coke Zero, we created an entire campaign that they could literally drink. First, we built a billboard that served real Coke Zero to thousands of fans. Then, we poured Coke Zero to people all over the country.
Your TV is about to pour you a Coke Zero.
This is a drinkable commercial.
We partnered with Shazam and created a new way of using their technology.
Shazam now to drink it.
By Shazamming the spot, the Coke Zero from the screen was poured right into people's phones, whether they were at home, at a concert, or among 80,000 people at the NCAA final game. Every interaction ended with a free Coke Zero that could be redeemed at major retail stores across the U.S. Even when there was no screen, we poured Coke Zero using just sound. From ads that became cups, to flyers that became straws, to tweets that poured Coke Zeros in 140 characters, to drinkable posters that use Shazam to turn people's phones into digital straws. Every single ad put a Coke Zero in people's hands. So next time you're thirsty, drink it.
Okay, thank you very much for watching this ad. Now, I'm coming to the Netflix. Netflix. Hello? Am I audible? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So now for the Netflix, whenever you open the Netflix, you will have a list of recommendations, right? How is it possible? Tell me, how Netflix will understand your recommendations? Yes, it will be possible if Netflix will read your psychology. By what? Suppose from the survey report, from the previous history, if maybe identity card, your PAN card or Aadhaar card will be identity card. If I will give your mobile phone to any cyber expert, if the cyber expert will check your chat or your basically cookies and app searching history, they'll very easily, I don't need right now, they will very easily create a report card to you. And many of us very confident on ourselves, and if that report card will public, then it is not very much wanted situation for us, right? So right now, digital marketing will listen you from very hidden mode, at the background mode. They will basically collect all the information from yourself and recommend some product, some service to you. Get it. On the basis of our requirement, we'll go for the particular requirement. If we'll call the ice cream, it will have a cornetto ad at our Facebook page, right? So basically, on the basis of that, they will create a recommendation. With a very simple example, I will just explain you how to create this recommendation. Suppose a person's having some choices of cinemas, Matrix or Jurassic Park, or Honey Hall, whatever, the Angry Birds. Now think about A, B, C, D, 4% of there. The liking the list of the cinemas are Jurassic Park, Matrix, the Angry Birds, or whatever. Now, how to create that means suppose I'm rating my cinema choices. Suppose I like Jurassic Park, not so much what I like the action, the violence. That's a matrix. So I'm putting this value 4 out of 4. I don't like the spirituals as a 0. I don't like this kind of the common story 1. But I like the actions. B like the actions with some of the science fiction stories and the story of the previous history of Jurassic Park. That 4 out of 4, 3. So systems understand what you like. I love comedy. Okay, now they will create a very simple calculation, a simple mathematics behind this. Person A on even likes comedy. How much? Out of 4, 3. But matrix having the content of comedy, out of 4, 0. A like action, out of 4, 0. I don't like action. Matrix have matrix contain action sequence. Yes, 4 out of 4. Now it will create a value for this. 3 into 0, 0 into 4. 3 into 0, 0 into 4, the value is 0. Think about this. So now we'll create a mesh topology or mesh network with my choices and every user's choices. We're putting the value for every user's choices and create a matrix like this. This is my choice. I like comedy 3. I like action 0. We like comedy 2, action 2. Okay. So. Jurassic Park having the comedy 1, action 3, like this way. Now I will create user cross the movies matrix. Users cross movies. And they will basically create for individual movie with the user. A cross matrix, the value is 0. As the previous, I have already calculated at 0. Okay. So now this matrix is prepared. Right. The value is not out of 4. I would like to create the out of 4 ranking for this matrix. Just divided by 4 for every matrix values or element, it will create this optimized matrix. And for user A, they will rank all the cinemas 0, 0, 1.5, 0, 1.5. And on the basis of that, they will recommend the movies for the individual user. The A likes, B likes the movie, or C likes the movie 2 for matrix. Okay, then give this promotion of the matrix or this kind of matrix, similar kind of matrix, because each and every matrix having a tag as price tag, the action sequence, comedy. This genre tag have to be attached as a feature tag for individual each and every movies. This is the actual recommendation system running behind the software. That's why very easily the system will generate the recommendations. Then okay, this is the actual recommendation process. They will recommend this story. This is a part of the basically. Or suppose think about this kind of survey report. Very frequently, YouTube and very some social network site. I will fill up the details for this kind of survey reports. They will generate from this report the recommendation process. Okay, now I'm very very end of my discussions that whatever marketing, whatever strategy will use for your marketing purpose, but you have to follow the ethics. Nowadays, the Ambani or by using Ambani, the deepfake of Ambani or Ratan Tata ji, they're all the very veteran industrialists. Using those phases by deepfaking technology will promote some cheap gambling games, the cheap gambling sites, right? Already Ratan Tata ji already issued the alert, was a notice to those game companies. So whatever the digital marketing you use for your purpose, if don't forget EEAT, the ethics, from the hidden, if you will consume all the details of the customer, whenever you are asking, whenever you are sharing our some thoughts with our person, with our relatives, with our wives or childs, if the digital marketer will understand, will listen to all the things and use for these promotions, then we are open. There is no foundation of 4 walls. So whatever digital marketing strategy you will use, need the ethical considerations and these privacy concerns data security, the potential for AI bias in marketing practice, transparency and accountability, importance for transparency in AI algorithms, all the companies accountable for their AI-driven marketing strategies, consumer trust, building. I believe some app, I download those app, but at the background it is working to retrieve all the information from my life, whatever the data, whatever the security code, whatever your PIN code you will share with some GPay or some economical website or application. They will listen, learning, observe all the things and use for their promotion, use for the some bad approach. This is not wanted for digital marketing. Digital marketing and AI. AI is a tool you have to use very carefully. Otherwise, AI or AI will destroy the world. AI will destroy the family. AI will destroy the relationships very easily. Your phone surveillance system or digital marketing, they will basically hear you by hidden. So you have to think about it. This is my request to every digital marketer or for the professions. Use the ethics for digital marketing. And the last but not least, dream is not what you see in sleep. Dream is something which does not let you sleep. So start to see also to sleep when you are not in sleep, or the dream when you are not in sleep. Then only possible. If you chase your dream, then only possible you'll be successful. So whatever profession you are, maintain these lines of Professor APJ Abdul Kalam. Then always chase your dream, but with the passion, with the ethics. Okay, then you will be successful. Maybe for the cheap publicity, we will be successful by putting some illogical, unethical reels on the social network chat. You will be popular, but you lost the humanity. You lost the responsible as a civilians, the responsibility and everything. So maintain these things. Always maintain the responsibility. Then we will be a proud Indians. So thank you very much. And after sleep and dream, it is a happy Sunday. Thank you very much to tolerate me. There is a Honiman Mitro. And now is a questions time. So I don't know.
So Anirban, I just I was listening and I realized that even for a second you did not stop. So this was like a marathon, Rajdhani, I don't know, bullet train kind of session that we had, and you can see how much the students are reacting to it. They are like the energy level has pepped up. Thank you so much for giving us so much of information in such a
Actually, ma'am, digital marketing is not my area, but I'd like to be a marketing specialist in my college days. But after graduation, after MTech, it was not possible. But it is my passion. So from that concept, I'd like to share the thought. And from last 3 nights, I'm preparing my slide by this way that it was interesting one. And it's a time of 2 p.m., 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. After the whole stalwarts discussion, whatever remaining for me. So
no. You have
Dr. Mitra, I have a question, Dr. Mitra.
Yes.
That how we'll get this energy for this last 1 hour? It's an energetic session, and it's a very enriching session for us also, and excellent deliberation, sir.
Is that Sanjay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I agree to it. Yes, carry on.
Yeah. Please carry on, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your support, Sakshi. Don't ask a question. Critical question, okay?
Sakshi is asking questions since the morning.
Yeah.
He's asking questions every time. Please, Sakshi, go.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Sakshi. Lunchtime, Sunday. Don't ask me complex question right now, okay?
It's a very simple question.
Okay.
So while going through the PDF, when you were showing the presentation, there were it was basically based on digital marketing. So most of the marketers think that AI will revolutionize the way they create and distribute content. But however, a few feel that it will change the target and personalized communication. So what do you think is, more relevant and, more true according to the marketers?
Yes. Suppose think about some elder person of your family. if they will do something for any app or any mobile phone, they're usually asking the help from the youngers, like you help is actually what to do, what to do, what to do. Okay, and sometimes you have done because you are a very good, very beautiful lady. You have done it, but sometimes you have some critical conditions. You have some exams. So who will help them on behalf of you? AI will help them. AI will help them that how to face the information. Because if they will search their question from the previous times, they will understand what they want, what they require, and they will generate the solution. And they just need to follow the solution. That's it. Then, if I use the AI by some effective way, then it will create the renaissance of our society. But a huge threat we are getting for AI, for deepfake. I don't know when my family persons will be basically popular on the net, on the social networking site, by putting by just getting what a DP profile or your profile picture. They will do some deep faking image or videos, and what kind of threat will come to my family. So this is a very very right now difficult condition, tough condition for us. You have to think about it. That's why on the basis of the deep faking, how to generate, how to classify which is original content, which is the basically artificial content, we have to use AI also. Which content, which news, which suppose some kind of one line of information or news can create the problem for the society, for the country. Okay, how to avoid this kind of news? How to avoid this kind of situation? Again, we can use AI for this purpose. So I think AI have huge potential, but we have to use AI very cautiously and effectively, and to maintain EEAT in individual each and every promotion. That's it. Thank you very much. Any question?
Any more questions? If not, then I would give my thanks to Anirban for actually giving us this opportunity to introduce to a different world, because I think this is all new to all of us, and amidst all the chaos of our academic life, this brings back to a platform where we learn, we teach, and we relearn and rescale ourselves. Because in this monotonous way of work life, of our academic life, this brings out a little, spice, and brings us back to the soul of a teacher. So I think you really have a soul of a teacher that looks like that, that probably when you are on the other side of the classroom, I think your energy doubles up. That shows. Thank you so much, Anirban.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for this opportunity. Thank you all to listening me and tolerate me. Okay.
No, we didn't tolerate you. We were very happy. Thank you so much. Is Sadia there?
Yes, I am.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello,
everyone. Hi, good to see you.
Good to see you too. Sorry for bothering you on a Sunday, that too lunchtime.
Oh, no. Pleasure. Thanks for the opportunity. I want to, can anybody allow me to share my screen?
Yes, please make a co-host. So Sadia, I'm just not talking much. You just start your session, okay? Yeah.
Yes, certainly.
Thank you. Thank you.
Just a second. I'm sorry for the inconvenience, but give me a little time and then I'm in. Yeah, okay. So I'm all set. Hello, everybody, and thank you, Minal, for this opportunity. I think I'm audible and ready to go. Is it fine? I can.
Yes, ma'am. Everything is perfect.
All right. So thank you, and yeah, happy Sunday to everybody. It's good to meet you online on a Sunday afternoon. Feeling the warmth of this afternoon today. So my topic is basically the internet in everything, life in the IoT era. So like before I start, I just want to give you a brief introduction about myself, that I am Sadia Azim, and I am a public policy professional working with the government of West Bengal, and I run a platform which delivers all the public services which you used to get it physically from government offices. We are delivering online. So the internet is very crucial to my work, and I am also this year's Internet Society Fellow for 2024, and I'm studying the patterns in which getting shaped. So it's a very interesting time for me, and I am really happy to share some of my learnings, which as a policy professional, I wasn't aware of. And that is why I want to share it with you all today. So when we say the internet in everything, today when I'm connected to you this afternoon, it's through the internet. And one more thing, I would also appreciate if people can, like if they have questions in the middle, feel free to interrupt. You can either put your questions on the chat box, which I will intermittently watch for, and otherwise like I would continue. I would assume that you all are understanding. Quickly as I move, like just a second. So is there a yeah. So as you see, like in internet, I mean, like I would talk about IoT, but before that, I want to give you a brief introduction about what internet is at this moment and what are the critical properties and enablers. Some of you might be aware of it, I'm sure, but it is a time to revisit our knowledge and to also understand that whether we are thinking in the rightful way or whether we know the enormity of a particular system which is operational right now. So it is good to start with and to understand that what current events are stress testing the internet's core architecture and governance ecosystem. So, like who is preparing the architecture and who is governing the ecosystem? How did the internet develop? How does the internet work? And what is multi-stakeholder governance, and who are the key actors? Like all of us, all citizens, governments, countries, states, everything is together. So how are they working in such synergy with each other? And what core characteristics make the internet? So, like I will want you all to think back that, taking communication and access to knowledge before the internet. Think about how like I know most of you are students here, and you must be basically, like not lived at a time when there was no internet, but I have lived that life, and your parents, I'm sure, must have lived that life when there was no internet, and what we have an internet. So just it's time to think about, or you can explore that how would you reach to a friend at that time, message someone from around the world, order a taxi or car ride, leave a message, deposit a check, apply to a job. How would you contact your professor? Look up who is Giorgia Meloni, like very famous today. Find out the numbers for a restaurant or buy, presents or groceries. So these are some of the things, to think about. But here is a, representational image which can take you before the time when we were before the internet, and now after when we are on the internet. And what is interesting here, this is AI generated image, which is generated by the internet. So you can imagine that before, like there is human interaction between people around when they used to live like that. Now there is a device in between. So device is that place which is taking you to the internet, which is becoming the medium and to interact with any other person, to communicate, to gain information, to be informed. Everything is happening through a medium, and that medium happens to be an internet. Like before business computer networks, before the internet, I know most of you are aware of it, that they used to work in silos, and they would not, they would work with their own servers, and servers were served as their repositories of computer resources. So it is important to understand that how did this exchange of data started taking place and what is happening right now. So at that time, earlier people used to have like an Apple Talk will store its own data. It would not share it with any other, like DECNet's data or any other data, and they were all involved in separate networks for data and voice. So this is some of the things which you can think about, like it was happening earlier. Now, like I know that you must have heard about it earlier, that APRANET was, prior to internet. What was it? It was APRANET. And what is APRANET? It was a, like the internet's technical foundation lies with the about it, that the United States Department of Defense actually funded a project which was the Advanced Research Project Network. And that's the network which actually started looking into ways of developing the internet of today. So APRANET was prior to the internet of today. Okay. This is one of the, like the early internet origins. The interface is like this. It used to look like this. And one of the original switching nodes of APRANET, like where an interface message processor was constructed, and, and this huge place, used to look like this as you are seeing it now. And it used to be controlled by the Defense Department of US. Bolt, Beranek and Newman are the persons who created the initial protocol for the system, and this protocol was given to the network construction contract to ARPA actually, and it used to work only for certain organizations. So, like earlier, they used to do packet switching. Like now they are doing packet switching. Earlier, it was circuit switching. Like what preceded it was hierarchical and centralized, and therefore consider, like this is about the messaging thing, like how the networking was happening. And this is important also to understand that what preceded, what preceded it was hierarchical and centralized, and therefore considered vulnerable to attacks or outages. And because they were working in silos, and the circuit switching approach would open up only a channels between two endpoints. That's how the transmission was happening. Now it is packet switching, which breaks information into small segments. Small segments means codes, or called packets, containing the content to be sent along with overhead information like the internet address. What is it? The internet address is there. Then you have routers which read the destination address of each packet and determine how to most expeditiously route each packet based on routing algorithms designed to optimize certain characteristics such as minimizing latency and number of hops. Like, is there a kind of breakage in between? So to minimize that kind of vulnerability, these packets are created. And when packets reach their destination, they are reassembled again in the order. This is basically the new network topology. I mean, I want to give you a brief about how we look right now. And this is the web. This is the distributed and centralized system in which we function right now. As you know, that the transmission control protocol and the internet protocol, one which operates right now, and that's how you can see that Winton Cerf and Robert Kahn were the co-founder. They are the co-founders of the Internet Society also, and they are called the fathers of the Internet. If anybody has any question or anywhere you want me to interrupt, you want to interrupt, please interrupt me. Feel free to do that. These are some early internet history milestones, and you can see that the APRANet, the R&D project, which is basically the research and development project of the defense, the Department of Defense of United States, they started in 1969, and then you have the standardized protocol for transmission control protocols in 1974, and this is how we are moving. So you can understand that the World Wide Web is actually, it came in only in 1991, and that's not basically the it's not the internet. So don't consider that the web is the internet. Internet is not the web. Internet is a mix of various other networks, which even the web, the web is a part of it, is an application on it. And then you have the social media, and this is how we are growing. You can see from this graph. So what is the internet? The internet is not a cloud or a series of tubes or the web or even Facebook. From the Internet Society, they say that the global internet consists of tens of thousands of interconnected networks run by service providers, individual companies, universities, governments, like on their own. They're all working on their own, but they're all interconnected. And that's how they are diversified, democratized, as well as they are also centralized. Open standards, and this is how they operate, is there are open standards are what enable this network of interconnected networks to communicate, and they are what make it possible for anyone to create content, offer services, sell products without requiring permission from a central authority. Oxford English Dictionary says that the global network comprising a loose confederation of interconnected networks using standardized communication protocols such as languages, like which is the computer language, which we will talk in a while, is basically which facilitates various information and communication systems such as the World Wide Web and email. So, and what are the layers of the internet ecosystem? There are 3 layers. As you can see, the application layer, that is one of the key internet. What are the key internet applications you can think of? Think about it. Email is one, the web is the other, file sharing, cloud computing, social media. These are some of the application layers. The logical layer is basically the architecture. So the packet switching, the binary representation. The binary representation is basically the conversation between machines, the codes and the protocols. The domain name system is basically the logical layer which builds the architecture of the internet, and the physical layer are the physical cables, antennas, data centers, your routers. These are basic, and your power systems, interconnection points. So these are basically the physical layer which builds this entire enormous internet ecosystem. Give you a brief about like how it looks like. These are physical, these are like visible structures. So you have cables where information flows over a variety of transmission media, including copper, twisted pair, fiber, optic cable, and this is how it moves. You can see antennas, which are also physical infrastructure which is visible to you all. But a lot of things happen, lot of things happen behind, like after the physical infrastructure. There are a lot of things which is happening after that, like in terms of information and the coding which is being shared. So you can see the data centers. These are physical facilities and buildings that store and process data. Like even for the governments, there are state-owned data centers where all the information is processed, and like on all our cybersecurity equipment, network, all of them are stored there. And then we have internet exchange points. So these are network operators, connected. Even Kolkata has about 2 IXPs here, so which are work and store your data, and these also bring private sector, the government sectors, all of them, academics, all of them together to understand that nobody has a control exclusively on the internet. So what are the, and how does the internet work? Basically is, again, they have binary representations, which means that how do systems communicate to each other? So you create the technocrats, the technologists are basically creating these binary, language, which is, so you can imagine that these are text, numbers, images, the content, what we as communicators are creating is changed into zeros and ones, which are codes, and that's how they talk to the system. The internet protocol ecosystem, so there is a protocol, there's a standard rule which actually tells them that how to communicate between two systems. How are devices uniquely addressable? So they can be reached by anyone located anywhere around the world. So it's the address, the internet address, which is exclusive for that particular address where it has to reach. The domain name these are human readable domain names. Just like the Internet Society, you can see that it gets translated into numeric internet protocol. That's how the networking devices understand them. So your languages are basically converted into binary representation, and that's get read by the system. So this is how any content, audio, text, video, numbers, images can be represented in binary code, a series of zeros and ones. Humans speak languages, and just like how we are talking in English, it's certain language. There's certain certain alphabets which are called vowels and consonants, and these create the entire language ecosystem. In the same way, machines also read, but machines, you have to understand that they're talking also to human beings, and they are talking to machines themselves to transmit the information that is being exchanged. So I will move on. You can see the internet applications, and these are some of the applications which all of you all are using it. I would also want to know that what other or what new applications you are using right now. So now we come back to the Internet of Things, which was our core topic when we started. So what is the Internet of Things? It's an enormous part of the internet ecosystem. More things, you would see that more people. Just a second. So more things than people are. More things are now connected to the internet. What you can see right now. If you see that, how things are connected, how devices are connected, each one of you are using multiple devices, and you can see that what kind of information each devices share. So already measured in billions and billions, these real world cyber physical objects now have both embedded cyber components and material world components, both of them, and are widespread in consumer and home appliances. So when you connect all your system to one device, and it's being transmitted by the use of a Wi-Fi or your Bluetooth, you can you would know that those are the IoT devices. What are the IoT devices do you use regularly? I would be curious to know that how many devices do you think is connected to your Wi-Fi or your home internet or a public internet? So what are the components of the IoT? The components are basically, as these are sensor devices, connectivity, and then, these devices are connected, and then they have data processed and the user interface. So the end user receives the information and can interact with the system. This could be done through an app or a smartphone, where the user can receive alerts or use the data in some way. This is an illustrative image showing various examples of IoT integration in our daily life. Like you can see that you have a thermostat in the home, or you have a fitness gear, you have a cityscape equipped with a smart grid system. So these, when they are all connected and you have access to it, you would understand that this is the IoT ecosystem that we talk about. For developing a smart city or developing a particular area which is smart, we talk about all of the smart cities or all smart ecosystems. So these are basically devices connected to your phone and like you have access to these information and the communication system, which is important. The interconnectedness and the utility of an IoT modem in various environments make the IoT ecosystem. So when we talk about it, I mean, there are challenges which are security risks. Like the fact is, if several several networks are connected to your device, there would be security breaches. There is a chance that there can be one failure at any point, at any level. There can be privacy concerns. There can be, like complex management system, one taking over. And you would see that since I work for the government system, and we have multiple, like devices, multiple networks connected to one system, and then the enormity of data, you can understand that if all the stakeholders are not working or responding at the same time, there can be a possibility of a failure. And if there is a failure, how immediately or how soon can that be rectified? So our dependence on internet connectivity becomes very important in the IoT environment. What are the benefits? They're efficient, productive. You can do it. You have all the information at the finger, at the tip of your finger, and it actually improves quality of life. So as I was talking about, the Bangla Sahita Kendra where I work, and these are digital hubs which integrate all public services under one roof. So taking that example, I just want to give you an idea. If we were to develop an IoT expansion, what would be our goals? So, and why would we want to do that? We would want to do that is because when we enhance data analytics using advanced IoT sensors and AIs, we gather and analyze real-time data, and we would be able to provide services better. If we include blockchain integration, can implement blockchain technology. Now at this point, we are using the basic digital services to enhance accessibility and efficiency in public service. But if we were to use and expand, and we bring an IoT environment and ecosystem there, so we would be able to comprehensively gain information, provide services, and many things will be automated as well. So our expected benefits will be increased operational efficiency, and that's how smart cities and smart cities are built. And open internet, so what are our internet aspirations? I would say that we would want to have an open internet that allows everyone to participate with a minimum of barriers, to use it, to innovate, and to grow, seeing the internet as a force for good. A globally connected internet that is inclusive, which you should have access to all the knowledge across the world, if you want to really find out and filter things, and you should be able to do it from near your home. So it should allow everyone to interconnect with geographical restrictions and use the full power of the network. We want a secure internet that survives attacks, that supports everyone in maintaining integrity and confidentiality of the data. We also want a secure internet, also means that does not create insecurity with botnets, which are again, you already know that these are machine generated machine generated users, which can actually lead to another phishing scams. And we want a trustworthy internet that people can depend on to be there, and they can use internet to the full potential. So I just want you to think, I'm finishing now, and I want to take some questions as well. So before I finish, I want to show you something. So this is my last slide, and I would want to show you that, think about it, what is your internet flashpoint case? Have you thought about what, when the internet breaks, what has been your position in each internet flashpoint case? Like when the government actually shuts down the internet for some reason, are they supposed to do or not? Because it is not in their hands. They are not the ones who control it. They haven't built the architecture. It is more of a democratized system and ecosystem where all of us, as we use languages, so all of us have come together, and we are using the network to communicate, using the machines to represent our versions, our data, basically. So what area, and I would want you to think back that what area of the internet technology or policy interests you. So you could see there is a letter from, and I want you to think about it, is because this is about policy. So when the Ukraine war broke in in February 2022, the minister of digital transformation of Ukraine actually asked ICANN. I know that you must be aware of that. The ICANN is the Internet Corporation for Assigned Names and Numbers, which it's a global multi-stakeholder group and non-profit organization, again, headquartered in the United States, and they are responsible for coordinating and maintaining the procedure of several databases related to namespaces and numerical spaces of the internet. And this letter was sent to ICANN asking them to stop Russian Federation, because there were allegations that there were allegations that a lot of misleading names or domain names were created and that was actually escalating the war. So I would want to ask you, do you think it is the right thing? Should governments interfere, and should any government have the right to do this, to stop them from using it? And even if there is a valid reason like a war which was happening, or it should be as democratic as possible. We'll be happy to hear from you. So that's it from me. Thank you. I hope to meet you again on the internet. So I'm here for a while, and just let me know if you have any questions.
Thank you, Sadia. Thank you so much. So we have a mixed audience today. We have students, we have faculty members, we have entrepreneurs and professionals from outside. So requesting if anyone has any question. Sadia has had such rainbow kind of experience in her career, all kind of media, digital media, and policy making. So requesting people, audience, if you have any questions. Sadia, there's a question in the chat box.
So yeah, I see that Debupriya has said that I don't think so. There should be a yes or a no. So in terms of policy making, Debupriya, I think people will have to take a stand. In this case, ICANN declined the request because they wouldn't have taken sides. They said the purpose of the internet will be lost if governments will be able to make a decision, or anybody who has control on the architecture can stop it. So if you see that most of the time internet gets stopped, or like it happened, I want to raise again an issue of Manipur. Like, you would understand that in Manipur, during the time of violence, people got the information of the most goriest incident which happened there, happened only after 2 months. It came in when the internet was restored, so there was no means to actually share information. In the same way, so these are all very localized things. So governments, local governments actually citing conflicts or citing misinformation, sharing of misinformation, they try to control the internet system, but actually the internet policy or the agreement or the protocol of internet doesn't allow it. So because you are in some way interrupting or interfering or using your power to influence. So in policy thing, I agree with you, Debupriya, that it is a very difficult situation to take to decide whether you should allow the internet to go on or you should stop it. Anything else?
There's no other question that we have.
Okay.
We don't have any other question. Sadia, I'm sure you're there for the evaluation. Not you, so sorry. Sadia, now. So now
yes.
We would proceed that the audience would have an evaluation session of the 2 days. So thank you so much for last moment inclusion Yes.
I know I wasn't, like actually expecting, and I'm traveling as well. So, like it's a little difficult, but thank you. Thank you for this opportunity. Thanks, Meena.
Though I would say that you are SNU family also.
I hope
You
you all
are
enjoy.
Yes, absolutely. And you are SNU family. So I wouldn't, though you're an expert, but you are very close to Sister Nivedita University. So thank you so much for coming. And then I would hand over the session to Namashish. We would have the evaluation. I think the evaluation time would be half an hour. And then the certificates would be emailed to all of you. So Namashish, I'm handing over to you. Can you just brief a little?
Thank you,
It's
everyone.
very hot. It's
Yes.
afternoon. We don't want to waste time. It's very, very hot. You are at the office, you are in AC, but we are under the fan.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, all the guests and the distinguished professors that we had for this entire session. Thanks for the wonderful participation by all students and guests who have joined. So I'm sharing a link to Google Forms where I'll be collecting the feedback for the entire session, as well as we'll be conducting a small quiz. There's a small quiz that we will be having. Those people who qualify for this quiz would be getting certificates. And I've shared the link.
I've told Namashish to keep it very simple.
I've tried keeping it simple, ma'am, but let's see. It's there in the message box. I've shared the link in the message box. So 30 minutes is there. You can take extra 10 minutes also to go through the questions. And you can try. After 40 minutes, approximately, we'll shut the links off. And then we'll proceed with the evaluation. And in this form, once you submit your form, you will be able to see your marks, what you have scored, and you will be able to see the correct answers also if you have answered anything wrong. So that's it from my side. With this,
Namashish, just one request. Can we keep the meeting on? Maybe all will be on mute. So suppose if they are facing any issue, they can just communicate with you. So next 40 minutes, please keep the meeting on. Once all are done, we'll close the meeting. The evaluations will come to us, and the certificates, when are we expecting the certificates to be emailed, Namashish?
we are planning to mail it on 18th, ma'am.
So by 18th, all the certificates
will be
would
sent
be
in
mailed.
the registered email IDs.
So thank you so much, participants. Thank you so much. Have a good day, good afternoon, evening. Enjoy yourself. I hope it rains today. And thank you for having all the patience and listening. It was a great learning experience for me. I hope it was for all of you also, because we are talking so much about AI, about the digital media, about how digital media is taking the world by storm, and people are saying we are going to lose our jobs, and so many questions are out there. So it's important that we know actually what is digital media. So I thank all the experts from day one, day two. We've had experts from academics, from professional world, from government sector, and a whole gamut of knowledge was shared. I just hope this was helpful to people who are listening, just like us, because we talk about it, but it's important that we also discuss it, and we get to know how it is done actually at the backhand. So thank you so much. I'm sure I'll come up with something new next time. That would definitely be on digital media, because I think that is there is more to explore. And so thank you so much. Bye for now. We'll be on.
Thank you for your initiation and lengthy course. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So we'll be on for 40 minutes for the evaluation, and then we'll close off, and certificates would be given on 18th. And my destination is Sister Nivedita University, 5th floor. Please feel free to come and meet me. Would be glad to interact to all of you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.